This morning, I heard one of my favorite kinds of cases. You know, age plays a big part in the success of any marriage. Wanting to get married too soon was just one of the issues a young couple brought into court today.
Divorce court is now in session.
I have here Veronica Gray and Samuel Sanchez. The two of you are in love, but you're not quite sure whether or not marriage is the thing to do. So you've come here for my opinion. I've given you my compatibility test. I also have your license, which I have permission to do away with should I think your union is ill-advised. I'm going to start with Ms. Gray. Why don't you tell me that although you love him, why you're not so sure you want to commit to him for a lifetime?
Yes, Your Honor. The reason why I'm not sure if I want to commit to him is because of how he is. He's cheap, the lack of communication, and the jealousy.
Start with the one that bugs you the most.
The lack of communication.
Okay.
The conversations we have, he always assumes things, and he's never on point. And also, if I ask him a question, he doesn't answer it, or it's always a miscommunication. Like, for example, I had told him to pick me up from work at 8:30 and to be ahead of time, like to be there 8 o'clock, and he wasn't there on time, and I had to wait until 9 o'clock.
Okay. Now, is that something he does frequently? If you ask him to do something, he doesn't quite get there. Anybody could have a little time hiccup. I mean, when you say he assumes things when you talk, what do you mean? He doesn't understand what you're saying, or he doesn't let you finish a sentence?
Yeah, he doesn't understand what I'm saying.
Okay. Are you sure it's you and not him?
Yes, it's him.
Mr. Sanchez, she says it's you. She says you never understand what she's talking about. Is that true?
It's not that I don't understand. She doesn't make herself clear. So she expects me to understand it the first time around. And at that time, I might not just be on that path of thinking right. So
can anybody give me an example of where you two crossed paths when you tried to communicate a simple thing?
There's been times where she would want me to be at a certain point, and she would tell me, say like a white lie, say, oh, I'm getting off at 8:30, when she's really getting off at 9, knowing that probably I might be late. Not that I'm always late, but that's the miscommunication.
That's not miscommunication.
Yeah.
That's an entirely different thing. She's making accommodations for your lateness. Yes. I used to do that to my husband all the time. I don't like waiting.
Yes.
So if you were on time more, that probably wouldn't happen, you think?
Yeah, I think so. And I'm impatient, so I don't like waiting myself.
So okay, so you understand? You can't leave your woman waiting.
No.
9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on now. But other communication problems other than something like that, because that's just her way of trying to get picked up on time. But go ahead.
There is one example when I had told him the day before my friend was turning 21 that I was going to go out with her to celebrate her 21st birthday because I didn't want her to be alone. And on that day, he called me, where are you at? Why aren't you here? And I told him ahead of time, the day before I was going out with her. And then it was just like a miscommunication. He was all mad, all jealous, but I told him.
Did you not remember, or did she not tell you?
I think it was she did not tell me. I think maybe in her mind she might have thought that.
But it never really happened.
It never really happened because at the end, like, I got it out of her, and she said, oh, I'm sorry. So that just justified it in my head that I wasn't just hearing things, it was what it was.
Okay. So you think that, now when you say you have communication problems and it's her, do you think she doesn't articulate well? I mean, she doesn't say what she means?
Yeah, she's
or
not
she just
detailed.
doesn't say anything at all?
No, it's not that. It's just like when she's telling me something, it might not be the whole story. So like she says, I don't assume. And like, I don't read minds, but she wants me to be like that. And you know, I'm a man.
Let's talk about how cheap he is.
Oh, okay. One day I wanted Jamba Juice, and it was like $5. He couldn't afford to get it for me.
That's all bad.
Is it, Mr. Sanchez? What would you like to say?
It's like this. It's like if I can afford it and it's in the budget, then I'll go ahead and do it for her, whether I have it or not. Whether it's out of my budget, you know, things I want to get, I put her first. So I think she feels like, because I'm not financially there yet, I got a better job.
Is money a little tight at your house, though? Is his money tight?
Yes.
You know, $5 for a drink when your money is tight. You know, my mother used to say, don't let money leak out. That's how money leaks out. $5 for this, and then you go, you know, a $7 coffee with some stuff in it, and then next thing you know, you $30, $40 in the hole when things are tight. So it might be just prudence on his part, as opposed to, it's not just about that $5, it's about 5 here, 6 there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I get you too, because I'm cheap, I understand.
No, it's not so much. I mean, if I made 100+ K a year, I still wouldn't
no problem.
be, no problem, but still I would, you know, budget my money, because I'm just not going to spurge it, because that's how people keep their money, by keeping their money.
That's right. I like you. You say he's overly jealous. I'm going to give you some. Come on, Miss Gray, make him look bad, because he's looking pretty good already.
Yes, I'm not allowed to have any male friends, so if my car battery dies, I have to call him. I'm not I can't have a male friend who's local to come jump like my battery. And also, like, I used to work in a warehouse full of men, and I'll tell him to drop me off on the side because I know he's jealous and the guy's like flirting stuff, and he'll still drop me off in front to make himself jealous.
Okay. Mr. Sanchez, your response to that accusation?
I think I'm a little jealous, you know,
A
honestly.
lot of jealous.
But it's like she says things to fire the flame.
Like what?
Like they're Teamster workers, so the guys make some pretty decent wages. She tells me all the time, you know, I could have this older guy. You know, he's always trying to tell me, you know, you can have better things.
Do you do that, Ms.
Yeah,
Gray?
of course. I'm trying to boost him to make him like, okay, I want to keep her, you know? I need to make more money to keep her. I like nice things.
Ms. Gray, let me help you out. First of all, you're only 21, so you're entitled to be a little silly. And 21 is a silly age. I remember 21, I was a silly individual. Now, let me say that, but Ms. Gray, that is not how to motivate a man. Let me tell you. It's yeah, baby. It's rah, rah, sis, boom, bye. You did a good job. It's not, I could get another guy. That'll make him crazy. That'll make him jealous, but it won't make him make you any money. It just won't.
Okay.
She's like the best person I've ever, you know, had a relationship with. I've had some pretty bad ones, and that makes me want to be with her every day.
Divorce isn't easy. If you need help with your breakup, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Mr. Sanchez, I don't even have to look at my notes. I bet she spends too much money.
Yeah, she does.
Why don't you tell me what kind of irresponsible economic decisions she makes?
For one, like, I never see the same panties or bra on her twice. So she must have, like, a pair of panties for every woman in the Philippines. And it's to the point where, like, she's like, I mean, I love looking at her in lingerie, you know? And,
Right.
And it's something that makes me proud to be a man, that, you know, I have a beautiful wife. But it's like, at the same time, there's a time and point to buy stuff, and there's a time and point, you know, you can't afford it.
Ms. Gray, do you think you have a spending problem?
No. I feel like I work 3 jobs. I deserve it. I like nice things.
You
so-
work 3 jobs?
Yes.
You got any money in the bank saved up for a rainy day?
Yes.
How much?
Probably like 300 or 400.
About a late
Oh,
sprinkle.
baby, yeah, that won't get you through a sprinkle. I want to give a course on money one day about what disposable income is. I mean, just because you can buy something doesn't mean you can afford it. You're 21 years old. Are you thinking about any extra schooling? What are you doing right now?
I'm going to school.
You going to school? Doesn't that cost money?
Yes.
Are you going to go do more school beyond that?
Yes.
That's going to cost money too, right? You
Yes.
know, and they don't care what your underwear looks like. You know what I'm saying? You have to, you know, and if you're going to get married, you're going to start talking about children. You're going to have mortgages and bills and stuff. You gotta be able to prioritize. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You're 21 years old, and nothing against you, Mr. Sanchez. We're on the same page. 21 years old. He's 34, right?
Yes.
Why now? Don't you think you're a little young?
Yes, just a little bit, but because I love him. And I just want a future. I want to be with someone like I really like and have something in common with and build with.
Don't you think she's a little young?
Yeah, she's still young, but I know a lot about her past. She knows a lot about my past, and I love her for that because she's the only woman that's ever been there for me.
Well, since we've started down this path, let us continue. Mr. Sanchez, why don't you give me 90 seconds on why this woman right here is the one you want to spend the rest of your life with? Make it a good sales job. Make me believe you.
Well, the reason why I feel this way is because she's been there from me being down and me not being up. My career is starting to change, and I want her to be there in my future because she's been there when I was down. And now that I'm coming up, I want to be, you know, with her then. I have a 9-year-old daughter, and they love each other. They have a close bond. I've never had another woman in my life, even dated or been around, that she's been close to her. And I feel that she'll be a good mom as long as she, you know, tightens up her ways financially.
That was okay. I didn't hear anything about her as a person. You know, what is it about her? Is she bright? Is she funny? Does she make you laugh? Does she?
We laugh a lot. We laugh a lot. We're constantly laughing. She makes me feel like she's like the best person I've ever, you know, had a relationship with. I've had some pretty bad ones. And as a person, she's very caring, and she has a big heart, and that makes me want to be with her every day. And I just love how, you know, we match together. We have the same birthday. We're both Aries, and she's very family oriented, and I like that about her. And
Well done, Mr. Sanchez. Well done.
I noticed like on my page it says I'm engaged and who I'm with, and hers it just says she's engaged. It doesn't like, she doesn't put it out there. That's my thing. She doesn't put it out there like I do.
If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Ms. Gray, Mr. Sanchez has told me why you are the woman for him. Now I want to know why you think Mr. Sanchez is the only man for you.
I don't feel he's the only man for me, but as of right now, he's...
Not a good start. I just want to say, Ms. Gray, not a good start.
Ouch.
Go ahead.
But he's always there for me when I need him. He brings me up when I'm down. He's very supportive. And besides the problems we have, he's a good guy. And he cooks for me. He cleans.
Hey, I want to talk about that. I do. You filled out the information on the compatibility test in a manner that blew my mind just a little bit.
Yes.
You know, I put these chore charts in here because a lot of things that bother people during the marriage circumstances is the inequality of chores, especially if they're both in work outside the home. And I want to know where they are on it. And typically the guy, says he's going to pay the bills and do the yard work and the rest of it's not his job. My man over here says he's going to do 100% of the cooking, 80% of the bill paying, 50% of the cleaning, 80% of the child care, 20% of the laundry, and 90% of the yard work.
That's how I was raised.
I mean, I might take you home. You like to cook?
I love to cook.
You love to cook, so you want to cook for your family.
Yes.
You obviously love children.
Yes.
You want to have more kids?
Yes.
And you want to have kids?
Yes.
I mean, that right there makes you all shiny and golden, with that. So my one concern is your concern about his jealousy. Can you tell me some of the worst things that he's done because of the jealousy?
Where do we start? Okay, so social media. I had friends in the past, and I deleted them off of social media. His jealousy was so bad, I had to block him on social media. I recently unblocked him, and he went and searched for that friend I deleted. And it's just like, I can't have any male friends. I could barely have female friends. And when I go out, he wants to tag along and be a third wheel, and my friends don't feel comfortable with him really around. So that's the jealousy.
Is she not allowed to have male friends?
No. Not that she's not.
Do you give her static if she does have a male friend?
She doesn't have any.
Exactly why, because you don't let me have any.
Are you the reason she has no male friends?
No, when I met her, she didn't have any male friends that I know.
So if she got a couple male friends, it wouldn't bother you?
No.
When males like or comment on my status, he assumes I'm cheating or I'm talking to him. It's not true. I'm with you. Like, why would I have to
You
cheat
do that, don't you?
Like, I don't have to cheat
You
on
got a
you.
little jealous streak in you,
Yeah,
don't you,
I
Mr.
do.
Sanchez?
I
And you
do.
don't like her talking on social media to guys.
Well, not that she don't like talking to her. It's just like I noticed like on my page it says I'm engaged and who I'm with, and hers it just says she's engaged. It doesn't like, she doesn't put it out there. That's my thing. She doesn't put it out there like I do.
You can't run a marriage, a life, a meaningful relationship on social media. That is just so not the way to do things. If you get caught up in all that, not my status is engaged, but not engaged too, and she put 2 hearts on his thing and 1 heart on mine. Come on now.
No, it's juvenile.
Come on.
Yeah, it's juvenile.
What?
It's juvenile.
Yes, it is. Stop it. There's always a whole lot going on in divorce court that people want to talk about. If you have something you want to say, join us on Twitter at Divorce Court, or jump on our Facebook page and see what everybody's talking about on there. Sometimes you people get heated. Don't miss it. I like you people. I do. I like you because you got sense, because you're going to cook. I like you because of your love for your daughter. Economically, I think you're going to go somewhere. You seem to know how to handle things. I don't know how jealous you really get. I didn't see anything extraordinary here, so I can't tag you on that one. So I think you're a solid dude. I think you're a nice young lady who's only a half an inch away from being a girl. And it frightens me that you're going to make a decision that you're going to be living with at 57, at 21. So much changes, in your mind and in your brain and what you see and what you do between 20 and 25 and 27. I remember 21. I was the silliest thing on the road. You know what I mean? And not that I was out doing the wrong thing and all that. I was in college and doing all of that. But all the things that I thought I knew at 21 seem ludicrous to me now. And I would like you to have more life experience behind you before you join forces with another person so you can feel like an independent, free individual with self-esteem, so that if things do go sideways, you'll know you'll be okay on your own. And I'm not quite sure, and you're doing some little girl stuff. I told him other guys are making more money to help him out. That's what somebody who's young and immature would say and do. And I think that I love long engagements. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if she's really the woman for you, you can wait a couple of years until she becomes fully a woman that you can take into your home and make sure she's all grown and make sure she has a life of her own, independent of yours, that is full and passionate. And you'll enjoy her more when she's like that. I want to say that. So I have nothing negative to say about you. Now, I got this marriage license. I'm going to slide it on over to you. But I want you to let that sucker expire and get another one 18 months from now, if everything is still cool. You with me?
I'm with you.
Good luck to both of you. This matters with you. Just like I told Veronica and Samuel, there is no reason to rush down the aisle. The vows say, until death do you part. You got time. Take it. I heard a classic case this morning. A recent study said that the top 3 reasons people break up are infidelity, issues with sex, and arguments over housework. The couple I met this morning brought 2 out of 3 of these issues into divorce court.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Mr. William Sedor and Ariana Sedor. The 2 of you have been married for 2 years. You do not, however, want to be married anymore. I'm going to start with you, Mr. Sedor. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why you want a divorce?
Well, Your Honor, I love my wife. I love my children. It's just that for the last couple of years, it just seems like it's just getting worse and worse. We have infidelity in our relationship.
Can you give me an example of something you know she's done with another man?
I was away on a job for a couple months, and when I came home, my oldest child informed me that another man has been in the house. And she did it in front of my wife, and my wife didn't take offense to it, so I knew that my child was honest.
Telling the truth.
Yes. So I confronted my wife about it, and she blames me for not showing her the attention, not focusing on her, and I understand that, but there's times where you have to be able to differentiate between your work and your family and your responsibility and your obligations, and it just seems like we have a miscommunication there.
Okay, that's a lot more than a miscommunication. Mrs. Sedor, did you cheat on him when he was away at work?
Yes, Your Honor, I did, and I'm not going to lie or hide it.
Were you not getting along before you decided to cheat on him?
No, we weren't. We were actually living more or less like roommates, and like he would be away working, I would be home taking care of the kids, and that would pretty much be it. There was no husband-wife time. We never really had any time to ourselves. Like, we've not had a date night to be husband and wife since before our youngest child was born.
Okay. Now, is this a function of his failure to want to do these things, or is it a function of work, or is your life just, you have so many kids and so much work that you haven't been able to manage it?
I think it's a compilation of several issues. Like, he works a lot, and he's gone for, a long period of time. And when he comes back, he is tired. He really doesn't want, to do nothing except sleep and, relax at home. But, for me, from my understanding as a husband, you do have duties to your wife that you have to take care of, too. You have to show her love and that you want to be there for her instead of just being away all the time and coming home and sleeping.
Mm-hmm. And I understand, people need to feel loved and appreciated, and I understand that completely. But sometimes a person gets into a situation where he's working really hard and really long, and it's difficult to provide what the other person needs. Did you guys have an opportunity to speak about it?
We have talked about it, but it really never went anywhere. It was like we discussed it, and then that was the end of it. And it just went right back to the way it was.
Did you have any solutions? Did you have any specific requests that you made of him to make it easier for you to get the attention that you needed?
I had asked him if, when he came home, like even just a few days after, so that way he had some time to rest, if we could, find a babysitter, just for a few hours, go out, have a nice dinner, go see a movie together. Oh, yeah, we'll do something like that, and it never happens.
Mr. Sedor, were you in some way the author of your own hurt? Did you take care of the relationship?
Yes, ma'am. I take my relationship and my family life very serious, but not to the degree to where it's constant in your face, constant hands-on. I'm more of a laid-back approach and talk.
I get that, Mr. Cedar, but I don't think you understood the question that I asked you. She wanted time and attention, and I'm asking you whether you paid enough time and attention to her. Nothing validates or justifies the fact that she's cheating. I don't want you to think that that's what I'm saying, but I want to ask you if you felt her loneliness and did anything to fill it.
Ma'am, if I'm not showing her enough attention, then it can cause conflict in the home to where she'll either be argumentative with me or like pick a fight, but she's really just looking for clarity. She loves me and she loves our family, and she would do anything to protect that. And
I'm asking you to look in the mirror. You keep focusing on her. You seem unable.
I love my wife.
I understand that. In order to love someone in a way that they can feel it, you have to be doing something.
Yes,
and I'm asking you to look at your own behavior, your own actions, and see whether or not you gave her what she was asking for, which was enough attention.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't, and it's something that I have to work on. I do not want a divorce. I need this medium ground right here. I need to be able to get it out to where we can talk about it and be able to find new ways to approach this.
I hear what you're saying, Ms. Cedar. Are you on the same page with him? Do you want to figure out how to make it work? Do you want me to fight in that direction, or are you done?
I'm not done. I love my husband with all my heart, and I deeply regret what I did. And I don't want a divorce, but if we can't reconcile the differences we have, then that's what's going to happen.
Well, let me ask you this, Ms. Cedar. Is he living in that space of where you cheated and can't get past it?
A lot of the time, about 90% of the time, he is.
And how does he express his continued distress over that? Not that it's a small thing. I do not want you to believe that I think it's just like, oh, you need to get over it because you weren't paying attention. I don't believe that. But I see that you both want something together, so I'm trying to figure out how we can get it together.
She'll go off to the excuse that she was intoxicated. You had the man living in my bed for weeks. There's no intoxication under
Was he
living
there
in my
for
bed.
weeks?
He was there for 2 weeks.
You kidding me?
Divorce isn't easy. If you need help with your breakup, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Can you tell me how the specter or the ghost of your infidelity still lives with you in your union today?
Anytime that me and my husband are in a disagreement about anything, it could be the simplest things about what the girls are going to wear to school, or it could be something major, and he'll throw it in my face, well, if you wouldn't have cheated on me, we wouldn't be arguing about this right now. And I don't know what to do with it anymore.
Let me define some parameters here, first of all. How big of a cheat was it? Was it a one-time thing with one guy? Were you traveling around a bit, or did you have an affair with somebody? How big of a bad was it?
It was one gentleman, and we had met at a department store, and it started out as something innocent, asking about clothes, and then he asked me if I was on a certain social media group, which I said I was, so we exchanged names and became friends. And then I invited him over just to hang out, and it led into something more, which should have never happened.
But it was a one-time thing, or was it an ongoing affair?
It was a one-time thing.
Do you believe that?
No. No,
And tell me why you don't believe that.
For the simple fact is my wife does not drink, and my wife throws it in my face that she was drunk when that happened. My wife don't drink, so that means it was a planned activity with somebody that shouldn't even been in the house to begin with.
Oh, absolutely. I'm right with you on that one, Cedar. Drunk, not drunk, whatever. My question is, do you believe?
Now I think that every time that she wants to cheat on me, all she has to do is use an excuse that she was drunk. And I'm not going to tolerate that, and I won't allow it. I'd rather get a divorce than go through that again.
And I get that, but I'm trying to just figure out this one piece. Do you believe her when she tells you it was just that one time, or do you think she's cheated on you more often than that?
I think she's done it more than once.
And why do you think she's done it more than once?
There's just when you start adding the coincidences up, I'm not a big.
So what things has she done that you have found suspect?
We was in Florida, and a man asked her to help her fix his computer. And then when they walked into another room, I heard her whisper the words. I don't want to say it on TV right now.
Can you give me a euphemism for it? Can you?
What the are we doing?
Did that occur?
What he didn't hear was the whole sentence. I am a
I'm trying to figure out why a man brought you in his room to begin with.
Hang on, Mr.
I
Mr.
have
Cedar.
a computer background.
We both have that background.
And
Mr. Cedar?
Sorry.
he had asked me because his computer was completely messed up, and he asked me what if I could fix it. And I
Mr. Cedar, were you in the next room?
I was in the next room.
Do you really think that she would have engaged in illicit activity right in the next room when you saw her go in the next room?
I don't see it as her downfall. I see it as that gentleman's downfall.
But you can't blame her for that.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
But you kind of are, because you listed that activity
I
as the
remember it.
evidence of further cheating on her part. You say here's the evidence of her infidelity. When we talk about it, you say, I think it was just this gentleman being inappropriate, and it really isn't evidence of her infidelity. You got to be clear on what basket of thoughts you're putting each particular incident in.
Yes, ma'am.
So that doesn't go in, she's an unfaithful basket. It goes in, he might be a tacky dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would go into a room with a guy if I needed my computer fixed, and I don't know how, and we would talk about the computer. To me, that's not suspect. Do you have another story for me that would lead me to that suspicion?
Just from when I came back from the job, and my 6-year-old told me that another man has been in the house, and he'd been there
Was this that time that you admit that cheating on him?
It is.
Okay.
And she'll go off to the excuse that she was intoxicated. You had the man living in my bed for weeks. There's no intoxication under
Was he
living
there
in
for
my bed.
weeks?
He was there for 2 weeks.
You kidding me?
You were shagging up with this cat for 2 weeks in his bed.
Actually, it's my bed.
It's the bed you share with him, no?
No, actually, he sleeps on the couch.
If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Now, Mrs. Sedor, to me, that's an ongoing affair and not a one-time thing. You were shagging up with this cat for 2 weeks in his bed, correct?
Actually, it's my bed.
Well, it's the bed you share with him, no?
No, actually, he sleeps on the couch.
How long's that been going on?
For quite a while, he would rather sleep downstairs than sleep upstairs with me.
But that's since the cheat, though, right?
No, that was even before that.
From that moment on, it became a whole new game plan, but I wouldn't accuse her of it until I found...
And that's a lie. You've accused me of it many times.
Well-
Knowing it wasn't true, and my daughter was standing right there with us.
Well, when the 6-year-old comes and tells me that a man's been in the house talking about he don't
I'm
kiss,
talking
he hugs...
before that. I'm talking about the incidents
Yeah,
you're trying to accuse me of in Florida when it didn't happen, and I've told you and told you and told you it didn't happen.
All right, well, now I believe it.
No,
So
you
I
don't.
I don't think you would get that involved in something that was made up, but I know what you've done, so...
So, Mr. Sedor, here's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out a way to get you both what you want. And in order to get you both what you want, I have to have you both agree on what occurred, because we got to decide what we're going to forgive one another for.
See, we ain't got no choice. In order for this to be able to work, we have to move past that. And I'm willing to move past it, or I wouldn't even be with her right now.
But what I'm trying to get you to focus on is we've got to decide how much you're going to forgive her for. Because if you have suspicions beyond that one horrendous act, we've got to find it, we got to cut it, we got to put it on the table, and we got to make a decision about all of that right now.
Yes, ma'am.
So, beyond that, do you believe that she has cheated on you?
Since then, no, ma'am.
Since then,
No, ma'am.
do you believe before then she was suspect?
No, ma'am, not now.
Other than the computer thing, because the computer thing, that doesn't hold water.
Here's the incident where I can validate some of the stuff that went on. This was back in November when she had another man living in my home. See, I have a couple games on her phone. Well, I picked up her phone and I started about to play a game and I saw a message thing. And I scrolled down on it and I saw that she's been texting the same man that she had in my bed.
Mrs. Sedor, is that true?
Still contact with him.
He had sent me a message telling me that he had moved to another state. That's what he saw.
But his message wouldn't come up on the history. It'd be yours.
Because I checked my messages. Who wouldn't open their social media page and had a message? Who wouldn't answer it? Who wouldn't open it and see
Is that what did the message say? I'm out of state?
It didn't say exactly what the message was, but I saw his name looked up. So she actually typed his name in order to be able to show that name on that device. So all that, he messaged me type stuff, I ain't buying that at all.
Because he don't buy anything.
No, you
could
Googled
sit
him.
there and tell
You
him that
Googled
you
him.
could give him the moon and stuff, and he still wouldn't buy it. I mean, even when we first got together, I got promises upon promises about what he was going to do, how he was going to take care of our family, and they've all fallen through.
Yeah.
So
But he's working hard for
Yeah.
your family, don't you know? How you
8-hour
gonna be
shift.
mad about that? You say he made
Kidding me?
promises about what he's gonna do for the family. Man's busting his behind out there doing that work. You thank him by sleeping with somebody else in his bed while he's out there working, and then you're gonna come back and
Well,
tell
what
you
was I supposed to do? My husband wasn't even giving me the own attention that a husband should have. I hadn't had it for years. I'm talking about years since we got pregnant with my youngest daughter. I had not got any attention from him. Not one comment saying you're beautiful, that I love you, or anything like that. I'd have to initiate saying, honey, how does my hair look? Should I wear it up? Should I wear it down? Does this outfit look okay? I'd have to ask him.
I got
Do
it.
you like this?
I got it. There's always a whole lot going on in divorce court that people want to talk about. If you have something you want to say, join us on Twitter at Divorce Court, or jump on our Facebook page and see what everybody's talking about on there. Sometimes you people get heated. Don't miss it. Mr. Sedor, I think you really love her.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that you want to be with her.
Yes, ma'am.
I think you want to forgive her and trust her.
Yes, ma'am.
But I don't think you know how. Would you agree?
No, actually, I think I do, because if I didn't know how, I wouldn't be with her right now. I think
Let me tell you where I think you've missed the boat.
I think I'm a captain.
I think you need to hush your mouth and let her speak.
Oh, thank you. Mr. Cedar, let me tell you where I think you've missed the boat. She's still empty. She feels alone.
So what, she gets that by
Mr.
cheating?
Cedar, you
Will you
cannot.
hush your mouth?
Mr. Cedar, I'm trying to help. You know, if it were me and my man had a woman in my bed for 2 weeks,
So-
I'd have left.
Yeah.
Now, you say that's not what you want.
No.
So I'm trying to get you what you want. I'm not discussing, I am not judging your decision to stay. What I'm trying to do is get you happy and with your wife, because that's what you want. But you won't listen. Now, will you listen?
Yes, ma'am.
Your wife is broken. Until you can give her what she needs, which is that you're beautiful, I love you, I need time, dating, all of these things, you two will never be happy together.
Yeah.
And that's what she wants. You have to make sure that you've truly forgiven her for what she's done and come to a point where you're at a state of grace.
But what
about it.
causes that? Me to be unscrupulous in my ideas and plans and just start
No,
lowering
it's
myself
what causes
to just...
you to actually love your wife and show her attention
Mr.
instead of
Cedar,
standing there
Mr.
and
Cedar,
looking at her,
Mr.
telling her what all is wrong with her. I'm sorry I'm not some skinny supermodel. I've had 3 kids.
Mr.
My
Cedar-
weight should not bother you. You should love me for who I am and not try to change who I am. I am your wife, not some person you can stuff in your house. I have feelings. I have emotions. You should love me for who I am and not what you want me to be.
Mr. Cedar, come here, look at me. I can't help you. You need somebody to help you with your thought processes and how you manage information, input information, because to get what you want, you have to do something new, and you can't seem to get to a place where you're able to do something new because you keep justifying what you've already done.
Yes,
and what you've already done hasn't gotten you what you wanted. You with me?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to either decide you're going to forgive her or not. And you can make that decision.
I forgave her when it happened.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you're still
But
angry about it.
Here's to the limit, though.
He says he forgave me.
I mean, they have asked me to leave this bench an hour ago. So I'm gonna send you somewhere to get you some help. But I'm trying to get you what you want, and to get what you want, you have to think differently because you don't have it now.
Yes, ma'am.
That's all I'm gonna try to convince you
Yes,
of.
ma'am.
All right? This matter is adjourned. If you're not getting what you want, you have to change what you do. What I couldn't get Will to see is that he wanted his wife, but he also wanted not to forgive her at the same time. He had good reasons not to forgive her, but those reasons weren't going to get him what he wanted.
Miss Ragland says Mr. Hampton's aimless dreams have become her nightmare, and if he doesn't wake up, she's leaving. Today on Divorce Court. All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. Hello. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Ragland v. Hampton.
Thank you very much, Ms. Ragland and Mr. Hampton. I'm glad to have you here in divorce court. Thank you for trusting me with your relationship. Ms. Ragland, according to my notes, you all have been together for 5 years. You have 7 children from previous relationships, and the defendant has 4 children from previous relationships. Are the facts correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And something tells me you are not interested in raising another child.
Exactly.
Why are we in court today?
Well, Your Honor, I'm here today because I'm tired of motivating and financially supporting this man. He refuses to get a job and keep it. He always coming up with these get-rich-quick schemes that never seem to work. And when we get back to Houston, he has a job waiting for him on the table. But if he don't take it and keep it, he gonna lose his family. It's gonna be a wrap.
And you sound like you are very serious.
Dead serious.
Up to here.
Yes.
Mr. Hampton, you heard exactly what Ms. Ragland said. What do you say, sir?
She lying.
Who?
But at the same time, I love Ms. Ragland, but hey, it is what it is. I do get jobs and I
What
don't.
does that even mean, Corey?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, to be honest with you, if I took you at your word, it is what it is would mean you are sorry, you don't have a job, you don't want to keep a job. Because that's what it is means.
To some point, but at the same time, I do have plans on being my own, being an entrepreneur or whatever. But,
Okay, but you do know you need to eat in the meantime, right?
Yeah, I do need to eat, but I'm too busy.
Trying to come up with something that
trying
ain't
to come
gonna
up with something that really, she's not really behind.
Well, let me see if she's been behind, because the way Ms. Ragland is talking, it sounds like she's been sticking with you for a minute.
Yes. How we met, Your Honor, we used to hang out at a mutual friend's house. And the first 2 times I went there and seen him, he was asleep, which should have been a red flag. Anyway, he sleeps in the middle of the day. Like, why you sleep? But the 3rd time I went and seen him, he was up. And
like a normal human being.
like a normal human being, Your Honor, yes. Like everybody else was.
I mean,
that
this
was
is so
him.
crazy that is the standard now. Oh, he up.
He was up, but he was charming and funny, which was one of the things.
That's because he had enough sleep.
No, exactly. Well, I ended up leaving, and another friend of ours called me back and told me that he wanted to take me out and he was gonna pay for my gas for me to come back. And so, of course, I went back. And I knew that he was seeing other women at the time. But once I had already put in my head that he was gonna be mine, I already had plans to run all other women off anyways, which I ended up doing.
So, Miss Ragland, I just have a question.
Yes.
What was it about Mr. Hampton that made you say, I'm gonna run other women off so I can have him, even though he sleep half the time?
That's what I'm trying to say.
I just would love to know what about him.
Because he is charming and he is funny, but what he didn't know at the time was that I was pregnant. I was 4 months pregnant.
Okay.
And I didn't know how to tell him, so I had kind of tried to sneak it in there by asking him to drop me off to the doctor one day in my car.
Well, that'll usually tell.
Hey, yeah. And he asked me, why did I have to go? And I told him to get an ultrasound. So,
had you all started dating at that time?
Well, we were just
kicking it.
We was just hanging out.
We was just chilling. Yeah.
Okay.
Just hanging out.
And how did that make you feel, Mr. Hampton?
I really wasn't worried about it, but I was really scared because at the same time, I'd already been through that before, being with a woman that was already pregnant, and she took me through the loops and all that. So,
did you all talk about that, what your fears were?
I mean, I told him what my fears were, but I ended up still, I mean, it like I say, it is what it is. It is what it is.
So how old is the youngest now?
He'll be 4 in April 15th.
So basically, Mr. Hampton has been raising your son.
Yes, and their relationship, that's another reason that keeps me kind of, trying to ride it out with him and stick with him, because their bond is just amazing.
So Ms. Ragland, tell me, from when you all met, who moved into whom, what was going to be your family dynamic?
Who moved in with whom?
Yes. Did you move in with him? Did he move in with you?
Well, he lives with me now.
Okay.
In my home.
And what was going to be the arrangement? Are you going to help me with what the bills are? Are we going to split them?
No, not because to me it's common sense. We both need to take care of the household. We both need to come together. It's nothing to talk about.
But you know, Ms. Ragland, common sense ain't all that common.
Yeah.
Yeah, real talk.
No,
and if you don't want to sit there, I mean, if you want it to work, you're gonna have to talk about it.
No.
You're right. I tried to motivate him, Your Honor.
Right.
Yeah, tell me what you mean by that.
I tried to motivate him because, when we first got together, he would tell me about how he kept this journal, that he would write these ideas down and these inventions and plans and stuff. And when I had went through his journal, I seen an idea he had on there about these boxers that he wanted to make. And in the boxer, it had like a little pocket where the man would keep a condom in, right? I guess.
That's smart.
Yeah, it was. To me, I felt the same way. So I had told him, I had sat down.
Up in here. Yeah.
I had did some research for it about it, just looked up like different companies that he can design, like Printify, that he can design these type of things on. And he was into it at first, but then the fire burned out. So
there was no follow through?
No.
Mr. Hampton, why didn't you follow through?
She didn't support me. Them lies. She didn't support me like she say she did.
But how was she supposed to support?
All I needed her to support me was she know how to sew. I mean, all we gotta do is get the boxes and.
But he wants me to do all the footwork.
She ain't gotta do the footwork.
Well, wait a minute. You're now asking her to become the seamstress?
That's how else we gonna start.
But when is she supposed to do that while she's taking care of 7 children and working?
The 7 kids grown. We ain't got number 1 baby right now.
He had another idea about starting a beard oil line and a cream for men with bald heads. So I started doing the research on that.
Yeah,
I do hair too, Your Honor. I'm a beautician. So I do hair. So
day.
I was using it on some of my clients, even trying to use it on him, and look, his beard's still dry. Head ain't shining or nothing. I do all the research for all his stuff. He had another idea about starting a beard oil line and a cream for men with bald heads. So I started doing the research on that, looking up different oils, coconut oils, hemp seed oil.
So you did research and development?
Yes, because I do hair too, Your Honor. I'm a beautician. I do hair. So I was using it on some of my clients, even trying to use it on him, and look, his beard's still dry. Head ain't shining or nothing. Like
wait, I mean, you're doing your part. You're doing a good research and development. So then it's tag, you're it. You're supposed to take the reins and then further develop the idea. Why didn't you move on that, Mr. Hampton?
That flame just died. I ain't gonna lie. Cause you need too many. You need scientists and all that stuff, and we ain't got the type of money. We ain't got the type of money.
People make oil products at home every day. You don't need scientists. You just need the research, which is what I did.
But it's called big ideas and little follow through.
No, right.
You see what I'm saying? So what are you trying to do?
Them flames just died, cause I mean I ain't have enough. When I told her about them at first, she was like, "That's stupid." And
Your Honor, so one day he was asleep, and I was looking through his phone, like he's always asleep, and I was looking through his phone, and I seen that he had joined this group for little people. I used to always watch the show about, little people, I think it was Little People, Big Life or something like that. And I seen he had joined the group for them. Then I go through his messages, and I see that he was messaging some of them, inboxing them.
Nah, 'cause
let's collab. I'm trying to collab. I'm trying to do this. So I wake him up. I'm like, why are you inboxing these females? Like, what do you have going on? He's about, he was trying to set up, do some collaboration work with them.
Anything with a female,
But
she got something to say
Your
about.
Honor, he
Anything
got
with a
about
female.
300 followers. So why would they even link up with you to do anything with you?
I mean, 300 could turn to 3 million.
But not
With
if
one-
you
with
sleep
one
all day
midget,
and
with
don't
one-
follow through with a
with one
doggone
midget.
thing. Mr. Hampton,
you
big
ain't gonna do-
ideas with no follow through are just big ideas.
Right.
Okay, and so you just bringing more people into your big ideas.
Right.
Well, I have not heard about. I've heard about ideas, but I have not heard about a job.
Well, let me
nah.
tell you about that. We were working together, and we were working for a company where we were doing stagehand work. We were set up for like the concerts and shows that would come to Houston.
That's good
and
money.
He was
A
doing
job
good.
that I got us.
He was the one that was motivated. He would like wake me up in time. This before I had got my car. He was making us catch the bus to get to work. He was adamant about being on time. So when he does have
By the way, Ms. Ragland, I would like to point out that's what normal people
Exactly.
do. They go to work on time.
On time.
Yes.
Right.
And if the car not working, they get on the bus.
Yes.
I did all that.
Okay.
He did that,
Lord,
but then
have
look,
mercy.
Your Honor. So I had got a car shortly after that. And when I had got my car, I had switched jobs. I started working for a friend, taking their patients to the doctor.
So you got a driving gig.
Yes.
Paid more.
Yeah, of course, and it paid daily.
Okay.
He drove the car to work. I dropped him off. But then I noticed, like, after about a week, he wasn't saying nothing about work no more. So then I asked him, like, what's going on with your job? And he like, what you mean? I'm like, you ain't asking me to take you to work. You ain't saying nothing about you had to go to work. He said he stopped going because I stopped.
She lying.
But I stopped going because I got another job.
Oh, once a week job. She making it seem like that job was every day. It was just once a week.
It was
probably.
2 to 3 times a week.
Once a week.
I know, but
That's
Mr.
it.
Hampton, what did that have to do with why you quit your job?
His friend works at some restaurant. His friend told him that the manager would hire him. He talked to his manager. Told him as long as you're here between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m.
That's 8 full hours.
Yes. He woke up at 4
'Cause I
o'clock.
don't wanna be no-
Say, what time is it? I say 4. He say, wake me up in 30 minutes. What?
I really ain't quit. It's like a job. It's a staging job. So if there's something going on, there's something going on. But then some other things popped up.
Sir, Mr. Hampton, you're talking to somebody who went to law school in Houston. There's always something going on in Houston.
Nah.
There's always a concert going on in Houston. There's
really.
always something. If you're actually good.
At certain spots, you gotta have a car, and I didn't have a car at the time.
Okay,
I
but
still
guess
don't
what?
have
You know how you end up getting a card is if you get some hours in.
Right,
And then you get in with somebody who wants to hire you on a regular basis.
Right.
And then once you get established, then that's who they call all the time. That's how you build
that's how
up
it
a
works. That's how it
relationship.
works.
You know that's how it works.
I'm trying to go back to it.
Your
trying to
Honor,
go back to it.
let me tell
It
you.
sounds like you're lazy.
No. At times, I'm lazy.
I mean, I'm gonna be blunt with you. It sounds like you're lazy.
I accept that. At times, I am lazy, but
So I'm asking you a sincere question. What makes you think at 38 years old, you can get up every day, sleep, eat, and live, and not have to work?
to be honest, we both sleep, eat. We do the same thing.
She works.
She works well.
She works.
I do hair. I'm a beautician.
I'm telling you, she's working. She's the one paying the bills. So, Mr. Hampton, I'm asking you, what do you plan to contribute to this household? I don't think that's a hard question.
Nah, that ain't no. I contribute. She know I contribute a certain way. I wouldn't be there for 5 years if I ain't do my part.
Your
Okay.
Honor. So recently, probably about a week or two ago, he had a friend. His friend works at some restaurant. His friend told him that the manager would hire him. He talked to his manager. He was supposed to be there between 9 and 5. He told him as long as you're here between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m.
That's 8 full hours.
Yes. So wait a minute, Your Honor. It was probably about 3 o'clock. I was up starting to get me and my son dressed, moving around the house and just getting us situated because I know it's almost the deadline. He wakes up at 4 o'clock. He say, what time is it? I say, it's 4 o'clock. But I'm just looking at him like, get up. But I'm not supposed to wake you up because you know what you got to do today. I just want to see, even though I know.
I told her the night before I wasn't even going to that.
He
job.
woke up at 4
'Cause
o'clock.
I don't want to be no.
Say, what time is it? I say 4. He say, wake me up in 30 minutes.
Some places I'm
What?
not go work.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hampton.
Certain places I'm not gonna work. I told her I wasn't going to that job. She just.
What was wrong with the gig?
I don't sign up for anything. No.
Corey, are they punking me?
I think so,
No,
Your Honor. I think so.
Because
I'm just not gonna do it. I
Why
tell
not?
her that all the time. There's certain stuff I'm not gonna do. I mean, that's just me.
okay.
That's just me. Certain stuff I'm not.
So
gonna
I
do.
want you to understand, Ms. Ragland, that's what Mr. Hampton said. See, I'd like to be with somebody that if my family needs something, they're going to do anything other than break the law. That's how I was raised. What about you, Corey?
Same here. I've always done any job just to make ends meet until I got the job that I wanted to work.
Holla.
Right.
It is what it is.
Nah,
It is what it is.
Not
Not just that, Your Honor.
There's more?
Yes, there's more. So last year for Easter, let me tell you how selfish he is. Last year for Easter, he came to the house. He had on these $400 pair
That
of
was
tennis shoes.
$200. That was $200.
$200 pair of pants. This, who knows how much his hat cost. Handed me $50 and told me to go buy me something to wear for Easter the next day. So I'm like, wait a minute. I'm looking at what he got on. I'm adding it up in my head. But I ain't said nothing yet because I'm just trying to see. So he get to talking, telling me how he had went and did a moving job with one of his friends that has a moving company. So he told me he had like $1,300, but then you end up giving me $50?
I ain't had no.
But here's the point. Mr. Hampton, $1,300. I'm not even talking about how much you shared it. Why not put it to the side so that you could pay bills and help with that?
That's the type of stuff I made. No.
He had 400 shoes, 200 pants, probably a 200 hat.
Miss Ragland, I'm just going to say to you, this sounds like you have just put up with somebody living off you and giving you just enough to make you feel.
Exactly. And I think it's the kids that.
It's not the kids.
The relationship he has with my kids that I think just.
That's because he's another kid.
See, you sound like her.
I'm sounding like who?
You sound like her a little bit.
That's probably because she's smart.
Yep.
But I'm gonna tell you a secret. I might sound like her, but I wish she'd sound like me. I wish she'd tell you, not on my watch. You're not gonna lay up in my house. You're not gonna sleep all day, because you're not gonna live in my house and not bring something to the table other than an appetite. That's just not going to happen, because I care more about myself and my child than to use that as an example of a man. Is this what you want?
No.
Then you need to walk away. You need to walk away.
I want him to do better than what he, like, I know he got it in him.
Okay, guess what? You've had 5 years of a grown man showing you what he thinks about you and this family. What more do you need to know?
I guess that's it.
So this is on you, okay? You're an adult woman. You have dreams and aspirations of your own. If this is not what you want in your life, pack his pictures and his plants and tell him to find somewhere else to sleep. This case is done.
Made in Georgia. Ms. Serrano says if Mr. Plemons fails the lie detector test, he won't have to worry about her anxiety because she'll be gone. Today on Divorce Court. All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Serrano v. Plemons.
Thank you very much, Ms. Serrano, Mr. Plemons. Welcome to Divorce Court. Thank you for trusting me with your relationship. Ms. Serrano, I understand that you all have been together for 4 years. You've been engaged for a year. Although you have no children together, today you are making decisions on whether or not this relationship is for the long term. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you want some answers. Ms. Serrano, why are we in court today?
I am in court because I am his fiance, and he has given me a lot of red flags that he lies about and blames on me having anxiety and having paranoia due to anxiety. So I want him to take the third test, and if he fails, I'm just gone.
Okay, Mr. Clemens, you heard what Ms. Serrano said. What do you say to your fiance's allegations, sir?
Well, you know, I've been concerned about her for the last month and a half.
What's wrong with her?
Her anxiety, it's debilitating at times. Like, we're out with friends, and her anxiety gets so bad, she freezes up, and we have to leave. And lately, she's been saying things that haven't happened and just aren't true.
Like delusional?
Exactly.
Let's see if we can't get into it, because the last thing we want to do, Ms. Serrano, is impact on your mental health, because if something's impacted on your mental health, let's see if we can figure out what it is. Ms. Serrano, tell me how you all met. Let's go back to a time where you weren't anxious, you weren't paranoid, you weren't insecure. What happened when you all met?
So we met through a friend. He's an acro yoga instructor, and we were introduced at the beach. It was around COVID time, so everything fun to do was really outdoors at the beach since quarantine and all of that was happening. And we started doing acro yoga. We really liked it, and then we started to go to the gym together. And then one morning, I just saw him as a friend, as an instructor. And one morning, when we were practicing, he invited me that morning to have a smoothie over at his house. And the magic happened. We connected, and after
So he was smooth over a smoothie.
Yeah.
So I'm looking. My notes say that you work within the same field. You're a massage therapist, correct?
Yeah.
And Mr. Clemens, you are a yoga instructor.
That's correct.
Okay, so everything seems roses and daisies right now. What's the red flags, Ms. Serrano?
So first off, somehow he mostly practices acro yoga with women, and
what kind of yoga is this?
It's like kind of like flying yoga, acrobatic. Like he lays down and lifts someone.
Oh, so it's where you as the instructor actually have hands on with the client.
Like you touch mostly every body part of them.
Okay.
And then he's been offered a better job, like where he could make more money, and he's declined that offer, selling life insurances, 9 to 5, and he declined that job offer somehow, which to me also seems like a red flag, like he's looking to practice with women mostly.
You're worried about the way he does some of his yoga, am I correct?
Yes, he's not by any means a massage therapist. I've gotten massaged by him, and it's not really like a professional massage, so I don't know why I've caught him massaging people when I gone to the beach very inappropriately, like touching their glutes, and like when he sees me, that's the biggest red flag. But why does he stop when I come in and he sees me? Like if he was not sexual or weird, he would have continued, but he stops.
I think Mr. Serrano makes a valid point. Mr. Clemens, what's with the more sexual massage?
It's definitely not sexual. You know, before I met Nikki, I dated a woman who was a Thai masseuse, and she went to Thailand to get her Thai massage license.
Did you?
No, I didn't. We dated for about 6 months, and I was teaching her acro yoga, and she was teaching me Thai massage.
I used to date a cop, but I don't know how to be no police officer. Are you kidding me?
That's not your business. That's
Boy,
not
not
your
for
business.
nothing. I dated a chef for 7 whole years, and I can make a good sauce, but they not hiring me over at La Bernadette. That don't make sense.
And he's terrible at massages, being honest.
Your Honor, most of my students, they come back for the Thai massage.
Okay, I bet you they come back for a couple of other things too. If you're living, listen, if you're a lonely lady living in Los Angeles and you're going to the beach for your yoga and your acro yoga instructor is twirling you around with you and your little Lululemon see-through pants, I can certainly understand that it's cool for you to have the hot little yoga instructor give you a fake Thai massage. Okay, come on now. This young lady doesn't have to put up with that.
Nikki was fine with my acro yoga practice and Thai massage up until recently.
Until recently, what happened?
Like, first off, why is it only women? Isn't that another red flag?
I mean,
and like, why does he have to touch their glutes? Like, isn't that really weird? And also,
for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Ms. Serrano thinks that her fiancé is feeling on people's butts unnecessarily.
Exactly. And then also, there was a very awkward moment where I went there while he was doing his acro yoga, and he did have an erection.
that becomes sexual, don't you think?
But then
never
he says that
happened.
that's not
That never
related.
happened, Your Honor.
That's not related to the women. Supposedly, that just happens to men naturally, like without his
Mr.
thoughts.
Clemens?
That never happened, Your Honor. And that's not the first thing that she's fabricated.
He has like a studio where he goes and practice, and I went at night. It was locked. I couldn't enter. I knocked. Nobody answered. But I could hear some women with him, and they were talking. I couldn't really know what they were saying because he was distant, but I could clearly hear a woman.
That's the exact reason that I suggested that she start seeing a psychiatrist.
So you tell me this didn't happen?
This did not happen.
So wait, I'm going to tell you.
We've never
Mr.
had this
Clemens,
conversation.
Did she confront you with
No,
this?
no.
She never.
She's never said that to this day.
You're constantly gaslighting me, even now.
She's told me that there are certain students that I promised that I'd never teach again, which never happened.
I want to be real clear. Ms. Serrano, did you say to your fiancé, why do you have an erection with these particular students? Have you had that conversation?
I told him, like, why did you have an erection? And his response to that was that just happens to men. Like, in the
Did this not
morning,
happen?
in the mornings, we wake up with an erection.
This is literally
it's
the
natural,
first time
it
I've ever heard
happens.
this.
Okay, so you're basically telling me that she is making up not just that you had an erection inappropriately at an inappropriate time, but that she confronted you about it. You gave her an excuse, and so she has fabricated this entire thing. Is that what you're saying?
Like I said, those aren't the only things that she's made up.
He blames everything on my anxiety. How does anxiety relate to paranoia?
Well, we will find out in a minute, because I'm still trying to figure that out. And this gaslighting seems to be a little strange. So you really do think you're being gaslit, right?
Yes, and there's the other story when we were actually living together. He has like a studio where he goes and practice, and I went at night and it was locked. I couldn't enter. I knocked, nobody answered, but I could hear some women with him, and like some laughing and like voices, and they were talking. I couldn't really know what they were saying because he was distant, but I could clearly hear a woman. And I just went back home and
So you think you caught him with another woman inside of his studio?
Yeah, why was it locked, and why is he practicing at night? Like,
fair question, Mr. Clemens.
That's the exact reason that about a month and a half ago, I suggested that she start seeing a psychiatrist.
So you tell me this didn't happen?
This did not happen.
So she didn't come to the studio and she didn't hear
Not that I know
you
of.
or
Not
somebody giggling
Not
in?
that I know of.
he wants me to think that I'm crazy.
Okay.
That's not
And
true. That's the furthest thing from the truth.
You were saying, and I hear you, Mr. Clemens, that this behavior is something new, and you're concerned about it. Am I correct?
That's correct.
He sent me to therapy. Like, I've been going to therapy already for like a month. And also my sister is a therapist. Like, she's getting out her master's.
Well, you know what? Actually, you brought a witness. Mr. Clemens, you knew about this. You actually brought your sister as a witness.
Correct.
I'd love to hear a third party's perception, because I have to assume that her sister cares about her mental health. Am I correct, Ms.
Yeah,
Rama?
we are very close
Okay.
best friends. So.
Would you please ask the
everything.
witness to join us, Corey?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Because the last thing we need is for one, to be accused of something they didn't do, or two, to be told that she's been paranoid. So let's figure this out. Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Your Honor.
Will you please introduce yourself?
My name is Valeria Serrano. I am her sister.
Okay, wonderful. Ms. Serrano, I'm still trying to figure out what is going on with the dynamic between your sister, Ms. Serrano, and Mr. Clemens. What has been your perception?
Well, she always have had like anxiety. That's a fact. But it hasn't been that bad. Your Honor, he doesn't like me because he knows I know what I'm talking about.
Mr. Clemens.
Your Honor, I've been...
Oh my God, really? I just wanna kick you right now.
When she started dating Peter, this man over here, everything like went down. His anxiety levels started increasing. You know, right now I think
What's with this delusion? Because Mr. Clemens thinks that she's being delusional.
No, I think, Your Honor, honestly, he's gaslighting her, but in, like horrible levels. He's making her believe that because of her anxiety, she's able to hear and see things, and that's a lie. Anxiety doesn't work like that. When you have anxiety, you have like your heart start racing.
Yes.
It's more about physical symptoms. It's not about seeing things. He's a lie. And I'm getting my license in marriage and family therapy. I'm gonna be a therapist, and I know what
Is
I'm
that your
talking about.
background? Is that your training?
Yes, ma'am.
And you actually have your education is in this?
It is in this. In Chile, I am a licensed therapist, and here in the States, I'm getting my license.
I got it. So it hasn't transferred over to the U.S., but you have all the training that gave you this expertise over in your home country.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Clemens, did you hear what Ms. Serrano's sister said?
I understand. I don't know why she's even a part of a relationship.
I don't think she's a part of the relationship. I think she's a part of, she's worried about her sister.
Of course.
I think that's what it is. It's not about the two of you, it's about her sister.
Your Honor, he doesn't like me because he knows I know what I'm talking about.
Exactly,
That's the problem.
exactly.
That's not true.
Thank you, thank you.
Mr. Clemens, I'm assuming you and Miss Valeria Serrano don't really get along.
No, we don't, Your Honor.
Okay.
And I think she's adding to her delusions.
Oh my God.
She's
talking
actually
like
confirming
from a
them.
professional viewpoint.
Yes.
But Mr. Clemens, you, to your credit, you said you want to put these suspicions to rest, and you willingly said you would submit to a polygraph examination.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Corey, will you ask the expert to join us now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. If you'll stand with your sister, I'd appreciate it, Ms. Valeria Serrano.
Good day, Your Honor.
Good day, Mr. Yarbrough. You always make me happy when you come in, but somebody always leaves here a little bit different, okay? So, Mr. Yarbrough has been an expert in this field for both public and private entities. So I brought in somebody who I trust and who I believe because it'll help us with our investigation to figure out, do we have any place to go? And based on your extensive experience, as well as your previous service here, I'm relying upon you to help me answer some questions. Mr. Yarbrough, I asked you to put 4 questions to the defendant. We asked Mr. Clemens, that time Ms. Serrano overheard a woman laughing while knocking on the door that you did not answer. Did you have another woman there?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Clemens' answer?
He said no.
And what did the results indicate?
The polygraph results indicated that he was being truthful when he answered that question.
Mr. Yarbrough, we asked Mr. Clemens, that night you stated you were sleeping and you didn't answer Ms. Serrano knocking at the door. Were you with another woman?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Clemens' answer?
He answered no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination revealed he was being truthful to that question.
And Mr. Yarbrough, we asked Mr. Clemens, since being in a relationship with Ms. Serrano, have you had any sexual contact with any of your yoga students?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Clemens' answer?
He answered no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination results indicated there was deception to that question.
Oh my God.
Mr. Yarbrough, there was a 4th question.
I knew it.
Okay. Since being in a relationship with Ms. Serrano, have you had sexual contact with anyone other than her?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Clemens' answer?
He answered no.
What did the test results indicate?
The polygraph exam results indicated there was deception to that question.
Oh my God, you're a cheater. I'm not marrying you. You know what? Take your freaking rib back and put it in their glutes. Yes. I'm not marrying you. This is over. This is over.
Mr.
Your freaking cheap ass ring.
Mr. Yarbrough, you bring me good news sometimes, you bring me bad news sometimes, but you always get to the truth, and I thank you so very much.
knew it.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
I knew
Appreciate it.
I knew it.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
Well, Your Honor.
Why would you humiliate me in front of everyone? Why couldn't you be honest? Why did I waste so much time next to you?
Answer the
a
question.
manipulator.
Hold on, Ms. Serrano. Mr. Clemens.
Your Honor, I've been having sex with Nikki's friend.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
I just wanna kick you right now.
Basically made me swear never to tell you and to do whatever it takes to make sure that you never find out.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my God.
You're disgusting. You guys are gross.
Guess what, Ms. Serrano? You dodged a bullet.
Yeah. You saved me. You saved me.
You dodged a bullet. And Mr. Clemens, the worst thing you could do is try to put her in a trick bag in front of other people. And I know that this little friend, ooh, and I hope you get her too, okay? Told you not to say anything, but the last thing you want to do is put her in a situation where she feels like she's done something wrong. She doesn't deserve that. You know that. She doesn't deserve that.
You're right, you're right.
He's disgusting. Oh my God.
Yeah, but you know what? You dodged a bullet. Guess what? You do need to go to therapy, but not because of that. You need to go to therapy so you can cleanse yourself from the need to get your identity through somebody else that is not worthy of you. That's what you need to do. Go cleanse yourself, okay?
Thank you.
You are worthy of somebody that's going to love you and not cheat on you and not misuse your trust.
Thank you.
And not affiliate with friends that would do something like that. You are a beautiful young lady. If I were you, baby, I would speak to the therapist and I would say, this will be my last session. Give me some triggers so that I don't make this mistake again, okay? And then I would follow those triggers. And then I would go out and have a glass of champagne and toast to my freedom.
I'm single now. Single.
Nade in Georgia. After 6 babies in 11 years, Mrs. Brown says Mr. Brown has made enough team members. Now she wants him benched for good. Today on Divorce Court. All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Brown v. Brown.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Brown and Mr. Brown. Welcome to Divorce Court. Thank you for trusting me with your marriage and your relationship. Y'all are in it for the long haul. Married for 11 years, together for 11 years. You already share 6 children. Mrs. Brown, you are the superwoman.
I appreciate that, and I want that same acknowledgement in other places.
Why are we in court?
Yeah, I know. We're here today because I want to let him know that if he does not get a vasectomy, it's the end of you and me, okay? I've had 6 children. I am tired. He said that he doesn't believe in birth control. He don't even believe in condoms. And I've had enough. I've lost my body, my career, and everything. I love my children, Your Honor, but I am ready for a break.
Mr. Brown.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ooh, your wife gave an opening statement for you.
I'd say.
What do you say?
Yeah, Your Honor, look, I love my wife. Okay?
I like that we start off
we
like
start off
that.
with that. And I'm a dedicated Christian, and I believe in the roles of marriage, and being a provider and her providing intimacy to me, her husband. I provided for our marriage throughout 11 years, supported her, and in terms of vasectomy, I just don't believe in that.
Mrs. Brown, I realized that you actually brought divorce papers to court. Corey, to please retrieve the divorce papers, because I'd like to see how serious we are. Because I think it's actually important for both parties, thank you, sir, to know when you walk in the door. Yes, as a matter of fact, and Mrs. Brown, not only did she sign them, but your name is typed out. It's not handwritten. You for real today. So today, there needs to be some resolution. Am I correct, Mrs. Brown?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's go back for a little bit. How did you all meet and fall in love and find that you were each other's person?
I met Mr. Brown online. I saw his profile picture. I thought he was very handsome, and he drew me right in. What I liked the most was that he was a man of God, and that's very important to me first and foremost. So after that, we just couldn't stop talking to each other. We'd be on the phone all night. I promise you, I felt like I knew this man my entire life.
So you really felt like God had answered your prayers?
Yes, he did it. Oh, my God. Yes.
So I definitely understand that. No question whatsoever. Mr. Brown, did you feel the same way?
Yes, I did, Your Honor. When we met, we connected right away. We've seen we were both from the same city, New Orleans. That's why we share the same values and beliefs.
Okay, so I'm wondering, how in the world did it go so wrong? Because 11 months in, what happened, Mrs. Brown?
So I got pregnant with my first son. And after that, you know, I was okay with being fruitful and multiplied. He told me his beliefs beforehand, which I agreed to, that he didn't believe in birth control. And I was okay with that. Did you know that? I was okay with it. I didn't really think about the long-term consequences at that time. You know, it was baby after baby after baby. And so, like, we have to stop this.
Did you have that conversation?
Yes. I told him, I said, listen, we're going to have to do condoms. We're going to have to do something if you're not willing to do birth control, because I'm even willing to explore that. Maybe some natural herbs, something, you know? And so he told me, well, I don't want to wear any condoms. That doesn't feel natural. You know, that creates a barrier between husband and wife, and that's not of God. And so he was like,
Don't you know God made the men and women that made the condoms?
Well, Your Honor, he said, render unto your husband due benevolence. That was the Bible verse that he would use every time he would want to have sex, and I didn't want to have sex. Like, there was one time I was fertile, and I knew I was fertile because I was doing natural family planning, and so this was my fertile window, right? Okay, so I was just like, no due benevolence right now, okay, because right now I don't want to get pregnant. Okay, so he kept pushing and pushing. Okay, I'll pull out. And Your Honor, I don't trust this man to pull out of a driveway, okay? I have 6 children. You know, so, I mean, so then after that, I went ahead and we made love, you know what I mean? And I believed him.
You rendered the benevolence.
I rendered the benevolence. And so now it's time for me to get my medi-pedi. And so he was like, you didn't render due benevolence, so I'm not gonna render due medi-pedi. That is what he told me.
Nuh-uh.
And I'm so sorry, I hate to get so emotional, but I'm not your whore, I am your wife. You don't change money for sex, Your Honor. This is supposed to be a sacred union, not a, just I pay you for sex type deal.
Your Honor.
I'm listening to Ms. Brown, and she's making the opening statement better than I can.
Your Honor, I will admit that I desire my wife, but our roles are important, okay? So as a provider, I expect a provider role intimacy. I say no due mani-pedi for no due benevolence. It's just the fact that because I'm providing, I believe she should provide intimacy for that.
Excuse me, let me talk a little bit about roles, Mr. Brown. Lord, the jury out here doing the amen corner, okay? Ms. Brown, let's talk roles, because it's clear in this relationship that is bound in faith, and I truly believe blessed by God. I want you to think about what you have just said. God has brought the two of you together to walk in Christ's path. Am I correct? All right, we all agree on that. And if you have taken on the role of financial provider for the family, and your wife has taken on the role of caregiver for the family, I like to refer to that, and let's use another Bible verse, hedge of protection for the family. Yes. That's her job, okay? So she is that hedge, that surrounding hedge. That is her job in your family, and she is providing it in ways that you could never have dreamt of. This is not the whore in the bedroom.
Right.
Okay? This is supposed to be the wife in your heart.
I think that the real reason that he keeps getting me pregnant over and over again is because he wants to control me. He just wants to keep me barefoot, pregnant, and under his thumb.
I'm simply seeking intimacy from my wife.
Your wife will be a much more vital woman to you if she feels good about herself.
I think that the real reason that he keeps getting me pregnant over and over again is because he wants to control me. He doesn't want me to have any freedom. The comments he would make, and then knowing that he wanted sex right when I was fertile, it makes me think that he just wants to keep me barefoot, pregnant, and under his thumb. Because I had to quit my job. I gained all my weight back, just like he probably wanted that.
No, Your Honor.
I want to hear from you, Mr. Brown.
Yeah, I'm simply seeking intimacy from my wife. I'm not sabotaging, no manipulation, none of that's happening. I'm just seeking intimacy with her. All right, when she started teaching and got pregnant, I supported her. I always supported her for teaching. And when she got pregnant and she went home, I stepped up for that as well.
Mr. Brown, you seem to think financial support is the begin and end all of your support for your wife. But your wife will be a much more vital woman to you if she feels good about herself. She'll be a much more exciting woman for herself.
When I met this man, I was 125 pounds. And so then I gained weight after having children, and I was 225 pounds. And so I wanted to feel like myself again. He sabotages any and every effort I try to make to work on myself. I was doing intermittent fasting, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this weight off of me. And so he knew that I stopped at 6 p.m. All of a sudden, he says, hey, I wanna take you out. I have dinner reservations at 6:30. And I invited our friends, too. So now if I say no, I'm gonna look like the bad guy, right?
I wanna stop you. Mr. Brown, why would you make a dinner reservation at 6:30 when you know your wife is not supposed to eat after 6?
Your Honor, simply because that's when my friends were available.
Who give a damn about your friends? I'm sorry. I don't care nothing about your friends.
And yeah, it gets even worse. We get to the restaurant and I say, you know what? I'm gonna go there and I'm just gonna socialize, right? I just want water, that's it. All of a sudden, he's ordering all my favorite foods. All right, he gets the cactus blossom, and so then he gets the
Mr. Brown,
barbecue.
you try to sabotage her. Don't even try it.
No, I just want her to feel appreciated.
Mr. Brown, you know good and doggone well, if your wife is sincerely trying to maintain her weight, you should be the supportive person, okay? Why would you take her, one, to her favorite place, knowing that she's only going for socializing, but then order all the favorite foods? That doesn't sound supportive to me. That just sounds passive-aggressive.
Yana, I thought I was supportive. But she said I don't take her out. She's with the kids day in and day out. I'm like, hey, all right, this is a perfect time. I didn't think it was a big deal for one day.
It's a big deal. She almost died during the birth of your last child. After 4 children, she came to you and said, it's enough already. Let's pull back. Don't you want her to take care of herself at some point?
Well, Your Honor, I do. I mean, there's business ventures that she wanted to do, and I provided for that. She did 4 business ventures, all right? First, let's start off with the quails. And I spent $1,000 building cages on that for her, for a business that she wanted to do. On top of the other 3 with a garden, I bought $500 in tools and soil, and got washed away with the weather, scents and candles. $200 on that. She's at the centimeter nurses. So I don't want anything about sabotaging, because I don't. I do not. I support her. I supported that always, all right? And in terms of condoms, look, the thrill is not there for that, all right? I don't like barriers. The only ones I want to feel are hers.
Mr. Brown, I know that you don't like the concept of condoms, but if you like the concept of sex, you're going to have to figure out a compromise, because your wife does not want to have any more children. You're going to have to do that. I really wanted to call in one of my team members to help me, and so I asked Briggs Stearns. He's going to join us virtually.
Mr. Brown, weaponizing your faith by using scripture to get what you want. That's not healthy. Faith should bring you together. It shouldn't be used to control nor divide.
Let me be real clear. This woman is susceptible to cardiovascular disease at this age. She has to take care of her health. You should be the one fighting for her. Come on, Mr. Brown. You may not be actively sabotaging, but you sure as heck are not actively helping. This is not my area of expertise. That's why for marriage counseling, I really wanted to call in one of my team members to help me. And so I asked Briggs Stearns, who is a ordained minister and a wellness marriage counselor. He's going to join us virtually to give us a little insight, with your permission. Let's ask the witness to join us.
Hello, Judge Starr.
Hi, Mr. Stearns. You actually have a degree in biblical counseling. This has been your life's work.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
To utilize the word and connect it like Christ in culture as it relates to relationships. Is that correct?
Absolutely, to make scripture more practical to everyday use.
Well, I appreciate that so much, because I wanted to get your assessment of what the problem is. Can you give me some analysis, please?
First, I would say it's quite a bit of selfishness going on. The Christian faith, that's the foundation of it, sacrificial love. My brother, Mr. Brown, I love you, my brother, but weaponizing your faith by using scripture to get what you want, that's not healthy for your wife. It's not healthy for you, the husband, and especially not healthy for your children. You want to show them a godly leader who understands when he's using scripture that he's doing it for the sake of uniting the family, bringing the family together. Faith should bring you together. It shouldn't be used to control nor divide.
So what advice do you have for this particular Christian family that's struggling with their faith and family planning? Because they want to be active and loving and romantic, but let's be practical. 6 kids in this date and time, that's enough and a lot.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. And I'm 100% with keep the spiritual, making sure you don't forsake the practical, right? So spiritually, pray together. Don't just pray, oh, God, fix my wife, or God, fix my husband. No, pray together as a family. Prayer has an amazing way of uniting us, even when the prayers aren't answered in the way we think they should be. Now, that's the spiritual part. The practical part is seek wise counsel. Proverbs says there's safety in the multitude of counselors. So seek wise counsel from your health physicians. I hear there are some health concerns. Talk to your doctors. Talk to your leaders at church. Talk to other counselors who you trust. But it has to be wise counsel, and you should do it as a unit, not individually. We have to figure out how to resolve this conflict first, right? They're seeing each other as opponents, as adversaries, as opposed to we're a unit and we're trying to work toward a common goal. Conflict in the context of Christian marriages presents an opportunity for growth if both individuals are willing to humble themselves and truly, live out what it means to be Christ-like. And brother, let me tell you, if you want your wife to be amazing in the bedroom, support her emotionally and watch what happens.
I think Mrs. Stearns has laid it out for you. Mr. Stearns, I am going to ask you to take on the responsibility of a session with Mr. and Mrs. Brown, if they would agree, so that you can at least start them down this path. Would you agree to do that, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I will be honored.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Stearns, and thank you for bringing that word today. Brilliant and faith-based. We appreciate you. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Mr. Brown, did what Mr. Stearns say make any sense to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you be willing to work with him and your wife in coming up with a solution and a compromise, and more importantly, a unifying goal for your family? Would you be willing to do that?
I would be willing, Your Honor. 'Cause I want to walk here with this beautiful woman, so I would, Your Honor.
Mrs. Brown, would you be willing to sit with Mr. Stearns to start on this path?
Is Mr. Stearns going to mention this vasectomy? I was just curious.
Because I just need to know, because you have every right to say, what I need to move forward is I need a definite plan about birth control. You have every right to say that.
At first, I felt like I didn't want counseling. I just wanted him to get a vasectomy. But after the gentleman blessed us with those beautiful words, I'll be willing to work with him.
Mr. Brown, I actually have these divorce papers, and I was about to ask Mrs. Brown, would you like me to serve them? And if she asked me to serve them, I would. And that's why I've kept them up here, because I want you to understand this is her decision. This may be a faith-based marriage, and you all may have fallen in love, and you may be walking in the path that you think that Christ wants you to walk in. But what God has joined together, let no man put asunder, that does not mean that you need to stay in a situation that is not healthy for you. And if this is not healthy for her, she is not your property. She is your wife. She can walk
Yes, Your Honor.
on her own. She can get her body back the way she wants it. She can raise her children, learn to co-parent with their father. She can go back to work because she is a strong, independent, faith-based woman. That's who you marry. And if you don't respect that strong, independent, faith-based woman, you're going to lose her. Mrs. Brown, did I summarize where we are at this point?
Your Honor, thank you. Thank you very much. You summarized it, hit every nail on the head.
Would you like me to hold these for you?
Your Honor,
or
let me
would you
say
like
this.
me to serve these papers?
What?
I love you, and I will compromise. Just give me another chance, and I can be what you need, okay? So just give me another chance, and I will compromise. We will find a plan. Thank you.
No, you can keep them. You can keep the papers.
Thank you, too.
I looked in Mrs. Brown's face as she looked into your eyes, and her eyes say, I am going to trust you, my king, but you better treat me like your queen. We sit on the throne together. It's not just about you, sir. It's about y'all. That's how you will raise this family. Good luck, Mr. and Mrs. Brown. This case is done.
Made in Georgia. Mr. Pittman is convinced his fiancée is knocking boots with other men. Miss Taylor says he's crazy. Then who was that guy in her vacation photos? And where did that diamond bracelet come from? These all sound like questions for the lie detector. Today on Divorce Court. All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Pittman v. Taylor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pittman, Ms. Taylor. Welcome to Divorce Court, and thank you for trusting me with your relationship. I know, Mr. Pittman, that you all have been together for 7 years. You've been engaged for 1 year. You are presently living together, and you own a business together.
That's correct.
You have joined your lives together. I know you actually have a 9-year-old son from a previous relationship, correct?
That's correct.
So you are looking to determine if this is for the long haul, right?
That's right.
Why are we in court, Mr. Pittman?
My fiance, Angela, is a liar, a cheater, and a manipulator.
Wow.
And if she doesn't change her ways today, I'm leaving today.
You said that with your whole chest. Ms. Taylor, Mr. Pittman sounds very serious. I don't know what has happened, but what do you say, ma'am?
I'm here today, Your Honor, to prove my innocence. I am not cheating. I'm a good woman, and I'm here to prove it. I took a lie detector test to prove that today. And when I do prove it, I do expect him to kiss my feet and apologize. And if his false accusations don't stop, then I'm gone.
So it sounds like both of you are looking for some resolution today, one way or the other. Am I correct?
That's
correct. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Pittman, take me back, because this is a level of intensity that I want to tamp down a minute and then build back up, because I'd like to know when there was some daisies and some daffodils or something. I have to imagine when you first started out, things were a bit different. So take me back to when you first met.
We started out, I met Angela at a barbecue. It was a church function, and I was a DJ.
Okay.
I played some pretty good music. I like, you know what I'm saying, good selection of music.
Okay.
And so she came up to me and complimented me, and we started from there.
So last night a DJ changed my life.
Yeah, literally, Your Honor, literally. He's correct. Eventually, we got close to each other, started talking. It was a good vibe. We did something together, went to dinner. I think we went to a movie as well. And I just really liked his conversation and stuff, and it led into something greater.
Everything sounded good. We are the daffodils and daisies space. But Mr. Pittman, what changed for you?
Yes, Your Honor, things changed. Angela was flirting with other men.
Early on in the relationship?
That's a lie, Your Honor.
After a couple years being together, living together.
Give me 1 minute, Ms. Taylor. I'd like to hear the accusation first.
So Angela, me and her were together, and while she was with me, she's flirting with other guys.
Were you all living together at that time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell me about these vacation pictures that concerned you, sir.
So Angela went to Florida, and she was supposed to go with, I think it was like a family member, and I wasn't invited, Your Honor, at all.
Well, you're not invited to everything. That people do have private lives.
But
so
I wanted to go, Your Honor.
I understand. Yeah. I'm assuming she talked to you and said she was going to go to Florida, right?
She did talk to me.
Okay, so now she's going to Florida. What happens that makes you concerned, sir?
So it wasn't what really happened. It was what was happening and kept happening. So she goes on the vacation, and she's supposed to leave for 2 days and come back.
Okay.
She's gone for like 5 days.
Okay.
And every time I call her, it's like,
That's
hit
not
and
true.
miss. It's hit
Wait
and
one
miss.
second. Excuse me, Ms. Taylor. Ms. Pittman is now speaking. Go ahead.
So I go through her phone when she gets back. In these pictures, there's a random guy. I don't know who this guy is. I asked her about it, and she told me it was one of her cousin's friends. They're at the beach together, and they're close. They're sitting close by. Like, they're actually a couple.
What makes you think that the photograph showed them as a couple?
It was just two people, her and the other person.
So let me just turn to Ms. Taylor. Ms. Taylor, who was the person in the photograph with you?
My cousin, Your Honor.
I thought it was your cousin's friend.
Your Honor, I was at a family get-together, okay? My mother has 17 brothers and sisters. There were cousins and family there that I don't even know.
But the point is, why does your fiance think that when you say something like, that's my cousin or my cousin's friend, that you are lying? What has happened in your relationship that he doesn't trust you?
That's the part I don't understand, Your Honor. Maybe a past relationship. I don't know, Your Honor.
The vacation picture, we don't know who it was, but there's no proof that anything happened. You don't have any text messages from her and this random guy, do you?
I don't have any text messages, but Your Honor, shortly after, the pictures were deleted, like it never happened.
Can I delete something out of my phone? It's mine.
Okay, Mr. Pittman is starting to check off boxes of things that make him suspicious. Let's go to these clear suspicions of cheating, because there were some indications that were physical for you. What are these boots situation?
So me and Angela have a condo, and on the patio, there are a pair of men's boots, and they're a size 10.5. Your Honor, I wear a size 11.5. So clearly these boots are not mine. And when I confronted Angela about it, she acted like she didn't even know anything about it.
Because I don't know anything about it.
And that's where the manipulation comes in, is because you have to know something about these boots. They just don't magically appear. When have you known boots magically appear on your patio?
Oh, my goodness.
There is other mysterious jewelry, like a Pandora bracelet, gold earrings, and some other jewelry.
As if somebody were sending her things.
Yes, I don't know who it is, and I'm trying to figure out who it is.
I have to defend myself on this, because this is a lie.
So why didn't you tell me about this bracelet?
I don't have to tell you everything.
You're gonna tell me everything.
Your Honor, can I say something, please?
Yes, please, because I would like to know where the magic boots came from also.
Right, and me too, Your Honor. What Landon is not telling you is that we rent our place out from time to time to different people that may need
Oh, like Airbnb, VRBO,
ma'am.
Home
Yes,
Away,
Your Honor.
all of that.
Yes, Your Honor. And he's not telling you that. So people leave things all the time.
That's correct.
I'm not trying to say that that's where it may have come from. That's my only guess.
Your
I've
Honor,
never seen him before.
I have evidence. Actually, if we could pull up these boots so we can see these boots. I have evidence. And
I'd like to see what we're talking about.
And we don't rent boots out to workers. We just don't do that.
So,
There's no
Mr. Pittman, I see that there were indeed boots on the patio, but there's no evidence that Miss Taylor knows who were the owner of those boots. That's what I'm trying to get to. You are suspicious of individual acts, but you're not providing me with a link to your fiancé. That's what cheating usually happens. Let's move to this bracelet, because maybe that will provide me what I need.
Yes, Your Honor. So Angela's birthday is in April, and she received a tennis bracelet in the mail. It didn't have a return address at all. She was very excited about it. And
Was it in a gift box, like as if it were a gift, or was it from a retail store?
It was like in a gift box, kind of.
No, it was not, Your Honor.
It clearly was a.
It was, Your Honor, it was in a shipping brown box in a little baggie. It was not gift wrapped in a box. You know how nice jewelry comes.
Okay.
Same thing, Angela. You know what I'm saying.
So what did the bracelet prove to you? Because I'm curious about that.
Before this, there was other mysterious jewelry, like a Pandora bracelet, gold earrings, and some other jewelry.
As if somebody were sending her things.
Yes, but it has no return address, so I don't know who it is, and I'm trying to figure out who it is sending my fiance gifts.
I need to speak, Your Honor.
I'm listening.
I have to defend myself on this because this is a lie. Me as a person, I have to do something nice for me. This bracelet that's in question is a bracelet that I brought for me.
Okay.
So why didn't you tell me about this bracelet?
I don't have to tell you everything. If I go buy something for me.
If you love me, you're gonna tell me everything.
But if you, Your Honor, if I'm,
I beg your pardon. First of all, you can buy yourself whatever you want to. You're a grown woman. That's number one. Number two, Mr. Pittman, you have these unreasonable expectations of what a relationship is. Now, let's calm down for just 1 minute. I'd like you to focus. What has happened in your life, in your previous relationships, that this is the way you deal with this lady? Who did you date before her?
Your Honor, I was with my ex for 7 years. She had ended up cheating on me, I had found out, and that messed me up to my core, Your Honor.
And I still think you messed up right now.
Me and Angela were invited to a Halloween party. So we're drinking, it was time to refill the drinks. So as I'm coming back, I see my friend Alonzo and her dancing with each other. I'm working on this, and I'm trying to fix this, and that's why I'm here today.
How are we fixing this and you're accusing me still?
Because I've now heard about men's boots, I've heard about a bracelet. My notes say something happened at a Halloween party.
Your Honor, and this is the straw on the camel's back. So, Your Honor, me and Angela were invited to a Halloween party. So we're drinking, and I went, it was time to refill the drinks, so send me to refill them. As I'm coming back, I see my friend Alonzo and her dancing with each other, and I'm furious, I'm mad. I don't know what to do.
Wait a minute, I thought you just said your friend, Alonzo.
Yes.
So you don't want her dancing with your friend?
No, not at all, because something happened before with them, and I told Alonzo and I told Angela.
Hold on.
I let her know, you guys are too close. Why are you even talking to him?
So, Ms. Taylor, are you saying that Mr. Pittman never, ever spoke to you about his concern about Alonzo? Is that correct?
No, Your Honor, I didn't hear anything about this until we had the Halloween party. I would never do anything like that. I would never want him to feel any kind of way. None of that. I don't do that type
Ms. Taylor, how does all these accusations make you feel?
It makes me feel like I'm not trusted.
You're not. I want to be very clear. Mr. Pittman doesn't trust you, and I have not figured out what you have done to make him not trust you.
I don't know what I've done. I would like to know, Your Honor. I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've done wrong.
Your Honor, she is exactly right. She's done what she's supposed to have done. She's lied, she's cheated, and she's manipulated me.
No, never.
You know what, Mr. Pittman, the accusations are very mean-spirited, and so I don't know the two of you. I have gotten to know you over the course of these 30 minutes, but I decided to accept your petition for a polygraph examination. Ms. Taylor, to your credit, you said, let's bring it on.
Let's bring it.
You're tired of this.
I'm tired of this.
So this is what we'll do. Let's bring in the expert so we can put this to rest. Will you please ask the expert to join us, Corey?
I can't get the expert quick enough.
I know that's right.
Good day, Your Honor.
Good day, Mr. Yarbrough. I wonder what good news you have brought me today. Will you please introduce yourself to the court for the record?
My name's John Yarbrough. I'm a certified polygraph examiner. I'm also a member of the American Polygraph Association. and I've conducted hundreds of polygraphs for various law enforcement and other public safety agencies around the state, as well as doing professional and private polygraphs.
And you are our go-to expert when it comes to polygraph examinations here in the court. And I have asked you to conduct an examination of Ms. Taylor, and she willingly participated.
That is correct.
I asked you to put 4 questions to the defendant. Let's start with question number 1. Mr. Yarbrough, we asked Ms. Taylor, did you have any sexual contact with that person who left those boots on the patio or the front porch?
That is correct.
What was Ms. Taylor's answer?
She answered no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination revealed she was being truthful in that response.
I told you.
Still sneaky.
Excuse me. Question number 2. Mr. Yarbrough, we asked Ms. Taylor, did you have any sexual contact with the person who gifted you the diamond tennis bracelet?
That is correct.
What was Ms. Taylor's answer?
She answered no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination revealed she was being truthful to that question.
I told you. I told you.
Yeah, but you're sneaky. You're still sneaky.
Question number 3, Mr. Yarbrough, we asked Ms. Taylor, did you have any sexual contact with that mutual friend Alonzo at the Halloween party?
That is correct.
What was Ms. Taylor's answer?
Her answer was no.
What did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination revealed she was being truthful to that answer.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
And Mr. Yarbrough, finally, because I don't want to hear no more on this subject, we asked Ms. Taylor, since being in a relationship with Mr. Pittman, have you had sexual contact with anyone other than him?
That is correct.
What was Ms. Taylor's answer?
Her answer was no.
What did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination revealed she was being truthful to that question as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, now what?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is to thank Mr. Yarbrough. Sorry that we wasted your time, but Ms. Taylor is not, because she's been telling the truth. Thank you again, sir.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Mr. Pittman.
Yes, Your Honor.
You sound a lot quieter.
Still, Your Honor, she's sneaky, and
So you're not gonna apologize.
No,
You're not gonna. Okay.
Sir, this lady has not been lying to you, and you said with your whole chest a whole accusation against her. You didn't come into this courtroom with any evidence whatsoever. You just said with your whole chest something that you couldn't back up, and you don't have the maturity to apologize to her.
No, Your Honor, I do not, because she is still sneaky. She's still sneaky.
Ms. Taylor.
She is still lying.
Ms. Taylor.
And manipulating.
Why in the world would you put up with somebody who treats you with disrespect?
I don't know what I'm gonna do, Your Honor.
There's
don't
something for
know.
you to do.
Thank you.
Are you a good person?
Yes, Your Honor, I am. I am.
Is there a reason that you would be with somebody that does not value you?
No, but.
But what?
I just hate to end a relationship.
Why? Relationships are supposed to bring you joy.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But if you are experiencing more pain than you are joy, that's the time to say, my needs have changed. Is this what you want for your future?
No, Your Honor.
I think you might need to say something to him, since he doesn't have the balls to say it to you.
You leave me no choice. I told you, after this, I can't. There's no other way to prove it to you. So, I'm done.
I just don't know why you're
I'm
so
done.
sneaky. Yeah, you passed
I'm
the
done.
lie detector test. That's cool and all.
If
but
I were
don't
you,
know
I
why
wouldn't
you're so
listen to that
sneaky and
anymore.
manipulative.
Because what you don't want to do is allow somebody to get in your head and make you doubt yourself. Do you know who you are?
Yes, Your Honor.
Stand up.
Yes, Your Honor.
There's no reason for you to cry over somebody that does not deserve your tears. Okay? You need a Xanax. This case is done.
in Georgia. Mrs. Cybers believes her husband has been using his auto detailing business to wax more than just cars. And if he fails the polygraph test, the only thing he'll be vacuuming is his bachelor pad. Today on Divorce Court. All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Cybers v. Cybers.
Thank you very much. Mrs. Cybers and Mr. Cybers, I'm glad to have you here in divorce court. Mrs. Cybers, I understand that the two of you have been together for 14 years. You've been married 13 of those years. You have had children that are now adults from previous relationship, and you all share no children together.
No,
okay.
we do not.
And you're living together still.
Yes.
But Mrs. Cybers, I understand you brought divorce papers to court.
I did. I have them here.
Which means you're pretty serious today.
Yes, ma'am.
Why are we in court?
Well, Your Honor, ever since he quit his job and started the mobile detailing company, he's been very sneaky. Things aren't adding up. The money's not adding up. And if he fails the lie detector test, I'm finished. I've been hurt before. I come from a toxic relationship. Prior to him, it's just where I'm at.
So basically, Mrs. Cybers, you said, been there, done that, bought the T-shirt, saw it on Oprah, not doing it again.
Not doing it again. That's where I'm at, Your Honor.
Got it. Mr. Cybers, you heard what your wife said. What do you say, sir?
Your Honor, I'm just here today to prove to her that, you know, I love her and I haven't been cheating on her. So I took the polygraph test, and, you know, at the end of this, she'll see that it's nothing like that, and we'll go on about our business.
Mr. Cybers seems to be solution-oriented. Mrs. Cybers, you say you just need to hear these results.
I just need to know, Your Honor, I'm tired. I can't do it again. Been there, done that. We met each other at a barbecue. I never thought that anything was ever going to happen. I was a single mother of 5 kids. He handed me a sandwich, and I was like, wow, that's hot. And he was like, you're smoking. I never even thought anything would become of anything. And 13 years later, we've practically been inseparable, and there's a lot of things that just aren't adding up.
Well, that seems so strange, because what has made the change? Because you seem to have been happy for the vast majority of that time. But your husband created a new mobile detailing business.
Yes.
And was that the trigger?
Things changed. He started getting sneaky. The first thing that ever happened was he got this delivery bag. He was supposed to be on a job.
A delivery bag, meaning something.
There was a woman's name on the delivery bag.
Meaning something came to your residence with another lady's name on it.
Supposedly, he did a job. The order was a canceled order. He took the free food, brought it home. He didn't come back until late that night. It just doesn't make sense to me.
So you're saying the math ain't math, and when it comes to it.
Exactly.
Okay, Mr. Cybers, do you know what your wife is talking about?
Yes, Your
Because
Honor.
I'm sure it's been brought up to you before.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about it.
So tell me about it.
Well, a friend of mine is a delivery driver, and I happen to see him. So, and when I do see him, he always, if he has something, he gives it to me. It was innocent. It wasn't nothing like she's thinking.
Your friend gets some hookups, because if somebody cancels their order and the food is already made, he gets the food. And if you run into him, you end up getting, to share.
Exactly. And who's not going to take free food?
Okay, and so are you saying that you had no connection with the lady whose name is on the delivery bag?
Exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
What made you think it was, Ms. Cybers?
Well, there's a few incidents that have happened.
Okay, so I got the delivery bag. I don't know enough about Mr. Cybers to know if he's lying to me, but I do know that there have been a number of incidents that make you think he was lying. Like this whole drop off for your medical appointment, right?
He dropped me off at my doctor's appointment, and supposedly he got a call to go see a friend and vacuum his car because he was going to go out of town.
But that's his business. He's the car detail person.
I get that. But
so did he take you to the doctor's appointment?
He took me to my appointment. However, he did not show back up on time to pick me up. He says, I'm impatient, I'm insecure. He's always there to pick me up on time. Why wasn't he there to pick me up on time this time?
Your wife might be impatient, she might be insecure, she might even be paranoid, but a broke clock is right twice a day, so we can find out if she, has a reason to be suspicious. Yeah. Where were you and not able to pick her up on time?
Well, like she said, I got a call. It was right after I dropped her off. I got a call from a friend of mine who was going out of town. So I went to go to his car, and I didn't hear the phone ringing, and she got out of her appointment earlier than usual, so how am I supposed to know that was going to happen? But we need the money, so I was just doing what I feel like I'm supposed to.
I'm trying to figure out why Ms. Cybers does not trust you. I think I want to...
From her previous relationships.
I beg your pardon?
That's probably from her previous relationship.
So you think that she's brought some baggage into your relationship?
I mean, of course.
Ms. Ivers, you admitted that when we walked in that you had been cheated on, you have dealt with toxicity, you finally got yourself out of that situation, and you just don't want to be in another one.
I can't take it again, Your Honor. I'm trying to be a good mother, a good wife, and when things happened, he was helping a friend move.
Okay, that happens, got it.
But when I seen the friend later that day, I asked him how everything went, and he said, I haven't even moved yet. What are you talking about?
Ooh, busted.
So I feel like I caught him in a lie. I don't know. He says he's not lying. I don't know. I just need answers, Your Honor.
Okay, Mrs. Ivers, what doesn't come out in the wash comes out in the rinse, so you know that can happen.
Right.
So did you tell your wife something other than the truth about what you were doing that day?
No, Your Honor. It was the truth. It was just, I mean, I'm sure everybody knows two people with the same name. Like, that's really not that weird.
So in other words, you were supposed to help Mike, and she talked to Mike Brown, not Mike Smith.
Exactly.
That's what he says,
Your
Your Honor.
It was exactly like
Just
that.
tell her the truth. Like, just...
Well, I got news for you, Miss Ivers. If he doesn't tell me the truth, my polygraph examination will tell me the truth. That's why you're here.
There's a new client named Tammy, and he runs out to her every beck and call.
Oh, hell no. Come here, Corey.
Oh, Tammy trying to show you everything.
I guess she was going through a breakup, and I was just talking with her. Like,
You a car detailer, not a therapist.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I mean, it sounds at least reasonable if, in fact, you have been truthful in the past. But Mrs. Cybers says that she has had too many of these, shall we say, coincidence. Am I correct,
I have
Ms.
another
Cybers?
one, Your Honor, if you'd like to hear it.
Yeah, it had to do with your dog Lucky. There was a walking situation.
We bottle fed him since he was a baby. He's 5 now.
Lucky
I noticed
is
my
Lucky,
husband
boy.
was glued to his
Okay.
phone. Yeah, Lucky is our baby. I mean, we love him like our own because we can't have kids now. But he was glued to his phone, and he had to run out yet again to another detailing job. He didn't have the money when he came back. Things just don't
Did it add up for you?
They never do, Your Honor.
So the problem, though, is the kind of business that he's running might make him have sporadic hours. Am I right, Mr. Cybers?
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about it, but I think you kind of set your own hours.
Right, and there's a lot of things that you need to have to do it. And in the instance that she's talking about, I didn't have the money because when I didn't have all the products to do what I had to do, so I gave the lady back most of her money.
Could you just be honest?
Yeah,
I'm tired of you lying.
I am.
Just be honest.
Mrs.
I
Cybers,
can't
what
take it
makes you
anymore.
think Mr. Cybers is lying?
Because it's just nothing adds up anymore. I'm tired. I just want him to be honest with me. I cannot continue in this relationship anymore unless he's honest. Like, what are we doing? If you can't be honest with me, we can't do this.
So you know what? It's very clear that there is something else that has made your wife so paranoid because she wasn't like this earlier in the relationship. Do you have any explanation for that? Can you help me understand?
I do, Your Honor. There's a new client named Tammy, and he runs out to her every beck and call. He even sent her money on Cash App. I seen a message with her breast. I submitted them for evidence. I'm
going to pull up the evidence, Mr. Cybers.
Whatever
and
you
then
want to
we're
do.
going to discuss what we're talking about. Give me just a minute.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's see. T.Y., thank you for last night. I needed that. That's from Tammy. I enjoyed talking to you. No one ever listens like that. NP, no problem. Me too. So this is supposed to be Tammy in the red dress?
Yes.
Why is
With
Tammy...
her breast going this way.
Yeah, but why is Tammy sending wannabe thirst trap pictures to your husband? Okay, there's a second page now, please. Let me see the second page. Oh, wait, my court staff said that this was a little inappropriate and they did not want me to put it in open court. They still look better in person. I know you like that.
So what am I supposed to think, Your Honor? He tells me he did it because he was trying to be nice. He didn't want to hurt her feelings. Doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, hell no. Come here, Corey.
Oh, Tammy trying to show you everything.
Mr. Cybers, under what circumstances have you led this woman to believe that it would be all right to, and I'm not going to show this picture, but I want my jury to understand that she would pull down her top, expose her naked breast, and prop her nipples up so that they are prominent in the picture.
She sent her breast to my husband. I'm done. I'm over it.
I want this to be very clear. This means that this woman thought she had your permission to do that.
I was The night before, I guess she was going through a breakup, and I was just talking with her. Like,
You a car detailer, not a therapist.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mrs. Cyrus, if I received this photo, I would make you take a polygraph.
Good day, Your Honor.
Good day, Mr. Yarbrough. We asked Mr. Cyrus, did you have sexual contact with your client named Tammy?
Polygraph examination revealed.
That's nasty. Miss Cyrus, I was trying to figure out what the problem was. Now I understand.
Like I said,
what the
here's the
problem
papers.
is. I tell you what.
Give me the results.
Mr. Cyrus deserves the benefit of the doubt since he decided he was willingly going to submit to a polygraph examination. Mr. Cyrus, if I received this photo, I would make you take a polygraph, okay? Because I would not believe you.
Right.
And I appreciate the fact that you want to put your wife's suspicions to the side. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but I'm going to give you that opportunity. So we brought in my expert from Guardian Polygraph Services, Mr. John Yarbrough, who has been here many times for me, and he's who I rely upon. Will you please ask the witness to come?
Yes, Your Honor.
I can't believe.
You better pass. You better pass. The papers are right here if you don't.
Good day, Your Honor.
Good day, Mr. Yarbrough. Mr. Yarbrough, I have called on your expertise yet again. Mr. Yarbrough has been a polygraph expert for both public and private entities for many, many years. Mr. Yarbrough, this was a little bit complicated for me. Very specific instances. I had 4 questions I wanted you to put to the defendant this time.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Question number 1. Sir, we asked Mr. Cyrus, did you have sexual contact with your client named Tammy?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Cyrus' answer?
He said no.
What did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination revealed there was no deception to that question.
He told the truth. Mr. Yarbrough, we asked Mr. Cyrus, that day you stated you needed to help a client move. Did you have sexual contact with anyone other than Mrs. Cyrus?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Cyrus' answer?
He answered no.
What did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination revealed there was deception to that question.
Question number 3, we asked Mr. Cyrus, last month when you told Mrs. Cyrus you had a 9 p.m. detailing appointment, did you have sexual contact with anyone?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Cyrus' answer?
He answered no.
What did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination revealed there was deception to that question as well.
And finally,
Here's your papers.
we asked Mr. Cyrus, since being married to Mrs. Cyrus, have you had sexual contact with anyone other than her?
That is correct, Your Honor.
What was Mr. Cyrus' answer?
His answer was no.
What did the test results indicate?
Polygraph examination revealed there was deception to that question.
Here, I'm done.
Mr. Yarbrough?
Here's your papers. I have nothing else to say.
I am surprised
I'm
with
done.
this.
Why would you
Thank
lie
you
to
so
me? Why
very
would you
much.
come
I
bring me
appreciate
here
your
and
time.
make me
Thank
look
you, Your Honor.
stupid?
No, nobody made you look stupid. Please, don't you accept that on your shoulders. No. You've been loyal. You've been trustworthy. You've kept your vows. The only person that looks stupid is the lying, cheating husband you married, okay? No. Don't you dare.
You
Would you
wasted
like me
my
to serve
time.
those papers, Miss Cyrus? Would you like me to serve them?
Yes.
Okay. Please retrieve the papers, Corey.
Your Honor.
Miss Cyrus, no. You are not going to
I can't
waste
even
tears.
believe that you put me through all of this.
Thank you very much.
You're a loser. You wasted my time. My kids trust you.
Mr. Cyrus, what do you have to say?
I mean, obviously there's something wrong with the test.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's not.
When I saw you compliment that woman's boobs, that's when I knew that you would fail that test. Because no married man that is not trying to get some, has gotten some, or is continuing to get some, would be complimenting another woman like that. Your compliment was they look better in person, okay? That's nasty. Mrs. Cyrus, you've signed these papers.
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you like me to have them served?
This is so stupid. I want to work it out, but I can't. I can't
let's
be
work
with
it out
somebody
then.
that I can't trust. I don't know what to do, Your Honor.
Just work it out. Come on. I love you.
I love you
I
too,
love you.
but I can't do the same thing. I can't. I'm not built like
So
this.
it won't
It won't happen
nothing like
again.
that,
You
nothing
told me
like
it
that.
didn't happen to begin with. I believed you. I trusted you. Why do I have to clock everything that you're doing if you love me?
Because he's lying to you, okay? If you decide decide you can put up with it, then we will tell you to go with God.
If I'm leaving, I'm taking Lucky.
Yes, you're definitely
Ma'am,
leaving then.
you just said, now you want to know what is now
I should leave and I should take the
embarrassing.
dog. I don't know.
Is for you to acknowledge that you don't want to be hurt and then say to the person who hurt you, I'm still going to allow it.
I just don't want to do this right now.
Would you like me to serve
Yes, Your Honor,
the
I would.
papers?
Yes, Your Honor, I would.
Serve the papers.
Yes, Your Honor. You've been served.
Now, Mr. Cybers can sign, not sign, and if he decides to, you can take those papers to civil court.
Yes, Your Honor.
But under normal circumstances, I would say to you, I will provide you with a transcript so that you can move forward with a civil court. But I can tell right now, Ms. Ivers, you are not going to follow through because you like being a doormat.
I don't like being a doormat.
Do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You like being a doormat. You like searching through phones. You like worrying about whether or not somebody's going to be where they're saying.
I don't like any of this. I don't like it at all.
Guess what? If you don't want to be a doormat, get up off the floor and stop letting people walk all over you. Bless your heart, Mr. Cybers.
I'm not signing them.
I'm not asking you to sign them because you know what? Unless your wife is really ready to divorce you, divorce court is not ready to order it. Now, I find you to be a lying cheater. I do. I want you to understand. I'm going to look you straight in the face. I think you're a liar. I think you're a cheater. I think you've treated this lady poorly. But I also think, ma'am, until you care enough about yourself, you're going to be lied to and you're going to be cheated on. This case is done.
Made in Georgia. Miss Pearson says Mr. Thula has enough red flags to start a parade, and if he fails the polygraph test, he can march right on out of her life. Today on Divorce Court. All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Pearson v. Thula.
Thank you very much, Ms. Pearson, Mr. Thula. Welcome to Divorce Court. Thank you for trusting us with your relationship. As I understand it, Ms. Pearson, you have been together for 3 years and you are still living together. You have 3 grown children outside of this relationship. Mr. Thula, you have 1 little person outside of this relationship. You all have no children together. Am I correct?
Yes.
Why are we in court, Ms. Pearson?
Well, Your Honor, we're here today because I see nothing but red flags. It's nothing but lying and cheating to the point where I done brought so much evidence to show the court today to the point where it's going to kind of wow you to the point where if he fails, this lie detector test is done. It's over with. The only thing we will collectively do is go home and pack his stuff.
Oh, my goodness.
Literally.
Mr. Thula, you heard what Ms. Pearson said. What do you say?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here to save this relationship. So I'm being confident that I will pass that test because I'm loyal to her, I love her, and I put her first.
Absolutely. Okay, Mr. Thula, I'm with you then. Let's see. But I'm with you when you're right. I'm not with you when you're wrong. Let's see how this all started. Ms. Pearson, take me back to how did you all meet? Because not to put too fine a point on it, but you are double his age.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
I mean, I looked at the list of your children. All of them are older than him.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Tell me how you all met. And
Where, Your Honor?
Please don't tell me you were his teacher. Okay? Because I'm telling you. Okay, go ahead.
Well, this young man was coming into my job consistently over and over. And every time he would come into my job, it was always smiles. Smiles, just smiling and looking. I said, he gonna try it. So one day he actually tried it. And I told him, baby, you're barking up the wrong tree. I have children older than you. This is not what you want. He was so persistent to it, to the point where I'm just like, you know what? Let's see what's gonna happen.
So I'm gonna look to you, Mr. Thula. What in the world? What made you shoot your shot?
Well, Your Honor, I walk into her job, see her smiling, and that caught me right up. But I might say this, she beautiful.
Yes.
So she caught me right there. That's how it all started.
So now, how in the world did it go from young tenderoni over here shooting his shot and being successful to you saying he has sneaky behavior?
I got this spidey sense that be tingling a lot.
Yeah.
And it tells me to do things like go through the phone and stuff.
That's what
like
they
that.
do nowadays. They go
So,
through the phone, which for the record, is an invasion of privacy.
It is.
What happened? Give me a specific instance. I understand there's something that had to do with sending money.
It got to the point where when I come across this particular text message, this female was asking for money for Pampers for a child. I say, wait, you behind on your bills. How can you be helping some other female do anything? So I called her.
And it wasn't his child's mom.
No.
Okay, because that's okay, obviously.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all. The thing is when I called this young lady, she asked me what was I mad for. He bought my daughter Pampers. I said, well, I just wanted to know the truth because he kept lying about it. And the girl even called his phone to ask him, how did I get her phone number?
So let me go on over to Mr. Toler. That would be enough to make me ask the question. Were you actually sending money to another young lady?
She just concluded that I was sending money, but I wasn't sending money for this particular lady. She asked me to give her a ride to pick up her son from the elementary school.
I've never heard this story.
Right.
Never, ever, ever. I got the text messages in my evidence.
Hold on. So I was in the right state of mind to take this lady. So I was like, I can help you out because I'm a parent too. I understand. And she.
Who is this chick?
You helping somebody else?
Excuse me, Miss Pearson. Hold on. Who is this woman?
We met on Facebook. So she was like a friend to me. We met at Facebook.
Let me see the evidence because I'm gonna evaluate the friendship. Let me see this. Okay, no problem. You own me some. I don't know what that is. Okay.
I could tell you.
You interpret it. You owe me some.
Yeah.
As in.
That's him texting her, and her saying, I know.
And then I know that's all right.
Yeah.
I know that's all right. Do you know my Cash App? Already sent it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Well,
I even been under the impression that he is paying for sex.
Yeah.
That would make me think, and I'm not gonna lie.
No, Your Honor, she get it wrong, cause I was just basically trying to create a conversation with this lady.
You owe me some a conversation you should not be having.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Because if it had been vice versa, this man's soul would have left his body. Literally.
To be precisely, I was just trying to create a conversation with her.
Excuse me, Mr. Thula. I don't know where you come from, but you cannot ask another woman and be prepared to beat me and then say you are sending money and think that that's ever gonna be all right with the lady that you live with. That's just never gonna happen. That's not creating conversation, that's creating conflict, okay?
Oh, it get worse than that.
No, it don't.
Yeah, it get worse than that.
I want to say I'm not getting the kind of love I was expecting.
You don't get enough?
Not at all.
Why have you withdrawn from an intimate relationship?
I don't know what he out here in these streets doing.
I agree.
So because I have witnessed so much BS in your phone, you got to earn this back, baby. It's not just gonna be given to you.
What else you got?
Everybody is beautiful, gorgeous, pretty, just his type. He is one text message that's in particular. He talking about, yeah, you could be my BFF, you so cute, you're gorgeous.
I understand something went down at a family dinner.
It wasn't a family dinner, it was just us having dinner. And sometimes I just had this little nudge, something that just nudge me and say, talk, speak your mind. And we could be having a good time, and I would literally be like, well, let's talk about these text messages, young man. What text messages? So I sent him all the screenshots that I have taken and showing him. And he's still lying. I have all of that evidence in court also.
I want to see this one that we are specifically talking about, and then Mr. Thula and I are gonna have a conversation. Hey, cutie, that's Mr. Thula.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Quit shaking your head, Corey. I haven't even read all the stuff.
You just started,
I
and it's
know.
already bad.
Wait. I said, hey, cutie. Corey started shaking his head.
It's already bad.
He said it's already bad. I'll be so happy if we be BFFs. My name is Emmanuel Thula. I'm 23. I'm single. I like music, food, and I smoke. I got it. How about you? Do you stay in Springfield? You trying to pick this lady up.
Well,
you know what's bad about that? He does this laying right next to me when I'm asleep.
Your Honor.
I'm listening.
Me in tune with these girls is like, I'm bored. Most of the time we go into a fight. Like, we fight every day in our life. I want to say I'm not getting the kind of love I was expecting.
You don't get enough?
Not at all. Because I understand the age
It don't have nothing to do with that. It's just
what
drugs.
what
I don't know what
females
you
go
out here
through
doing in the
most-
street.
When's the last time you all had an intimate encounter where you can legitimately say it was romantic?
2 weeks ago, everything was being good, but every other week, we always go into a fight because it's either I'm late on a bill, that she get mad, and all that. So she trying to keep that attitude for another week, which, okay.
So you said
that can leave me-
she's using sex as a weapon?
Yes, that can leave me
Now-
like 3 to 4 weeks without no sex.
Let me come over to you, Ms. Pearson. I hear what you're saying, and there's definite evidence that he has violated your trust. Why have you withdrawn from an intimate relationship?
I don't know what he out here in these streets doing.
I agree.
Like, so because I have witnessed so much BS in your phone, you got to earn this back, baby. It's not just gonna be given to you. I cook, I clean, I work, I hustle inside the house because I'm a hairstylist. This man don't cook for me. Whatever they did, where he from, you here. It's different here. Because in my household, is everybody work collectively.
Well,
And
see, first thing we got to stop saying is my household if it's something you're building together. If it is your house, then you make the rules, and if that doesn't work for him, then he can leave. I agree with you on that. But it can't be my house, my rules, and then expect him to say that works for him.
when I try to make it a us thing, collectively, this is when I go into finding more of the BS in his phone. Some said go to the car. I opens the door, look down, a gold condom wrapper, and it's open.
I would like to see the text messages. You got 60, right? Not only are you meeting a hoe, you meeting a cheap hoe, okay? Mr. Youngberg, we asked Mr. Toler, have you had any sexual contact with that lady you plan to meet at the lake?
Polygraph examination results indicated.
Just lie after lie after lie.
What about the whole domino situation?
We had a party night or something like that, and this young man can't hold his liquor, so he passes out quick. That's my favorite time of the night, is after he done had a couple of shots. Because now I can put my hat back on and go investigating more and more.
That's a horrible way to live.
It is, and I've given him opportunities.
What did
to
you
leave.
find?
It was the lake incident with a female that he was trying to meet up with at the lake.
There was a text message where he said, quote,
She fine as F. Yeah, that's to all the women.
I'd like to see this.
And I'm trying to figure out, if everybody's so fine, why are you here?
You kinda cute. I'm kinda cute. Boy, I'm fine, AF. You just caught me at work. What's your number? All right, let me correct that. You fine as, okay. And then there's some sort of vulgarity, and what days are you off? So clearly, there's no question that I would think that he hooked up with this woman. Am I correct, Ms. Pearson?
I feel like he did.
Did you, Mr. Toler?
The lie detector would prove it, Your Honor, but I didn't.
Could I add something else to that? Because this man left me on my birthday. I get a text and a phone call the next morning from the female whose house he's laid up in. She sent me a picture of this man sleep up under her arm.
Your Honor, let me stop her right there.
I'm listening.
This was my ex she talking about. She got a whole man at home I didn't know about. After I find out that she got an old man at home, and cause the man is disabled, can't see and all that, I try to stop that relationship because I don't want to be taking advantage of that man. So I told her, I was like, I can't do this. But it comes to a point that the day for our birthday, that was the time me and her become boyfriend and girlfriend that I know of, that we tell each other, I love you and I love you.
Okay, you all are in the middle of silly and toxic. Okay? You hop from bed to bed. I don't think I've ever seen such a great example of a young man. You have more?
I got more.
What's left?
One thing I can't really say, I'm a forgiver, but I ain't gonna never forget. So, some said go to the car.
The car?
His car. I opens the door, look down. A gold condom wrapper, and it's open.
A gold condom wrapper that is open.
And then, right in front of it is the condom itself, stretched out.
Meaning used.
But it didn't physically look like it's ever been used.
Meaning it was open.
He was in the process of
prepared.
fitting, yeah. And she spent them, took his money and spent them.
Your Honor, she never took my money. She asked for the money, but
I feel like I'm going to vomit in my own mouth.
I moved out our house.
You were going to pay for sex for somebody, and she wanted the money up front, and you got ready to have sex, and then for whatever reason, it didn't happen.
Your Honor, you had those text messages too.
I would like to see the text messages. Everybody want to see the text message. I can meet you in 15 minutes. Get condoms. You say, all right, so where you finna meet me? At the lake? The one we used to pull up to, meaning this has happened before. Yes. All right, finna pull up. You will meet me there. Got cash, the cash on me. Okay, you got 60, right? Not only are you meeting a hoe, you meeting a cheap hoe, okay? Yeah, you leaving now or need a little time. I don't need to see no more. I need to hear the polygraph examiner because, quite frankly, I'd be afraid that you'd be bringing diseases in my house.
That's why we don't have relations as much as he would.
Mr. Toler, I don't trust you as far as I can see you. And there's a reason that Ms. Pearson doesn't trust you because of this evidence. And if you're a decent young man, you would at least say she has every right to believe that I was stepping out on her based on my behavior and based on the evidence. Am I correct, sir?
Correct.
That's why you agreed to submit to a polygraph examination?
Yeah.
That's why I called it an expert. Please ask the expert to join us, Corey.
Yes, Your Honor.
Lord, have mercy. Members of the jury can't even get over it.
Good day, Your Honor.
Good day, Mr. Yarbrough. I don't know how good it's going to be quite frankly with you. Just so you all know, Mr. Yarbrough is a certified polygraph examiner from Guardian Polygraph Services, and I have found him to be more than qualified to be an expert in this field. Question number one, Mr. Toler. Since starting your relationship with Ms. Pearson in 2022, have you had any sexual contact with anyone other than her?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Toler's answer?
He answered yes.
So there was no need to ask any follow-up question for that particular question. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Mr. Yarbrough, question two. We asked Mr. Toler, when you stayed over at that white woman's house, when you left Kia's birthday party, did you have any sexual contact with her?
That is correct, Your Honor.
What was Mr. Toler's answer?
He answered yes.
So just lie after lie after lie.
Mr. Yarbrough, we asked Mr. Toler, have you had any sexual contact with that woman you messaged you find as fudge for the purposes of this courtroom?
That is correct, Your Honor.
What was Mr. Toler's answer?
His answer was no.
What did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination revealed he was being deceptive in that answer.
I already knew it. You ain't nothing but a liar. That's all you do.
The fourth question we asked Mr. Toler, did you have any sexual contact with that lady you planned to meet at the lake?
That is correct, Your Honor.
What was Mr. Toler's answer?
His answer was no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination results indicated he was being deceptive with
Yeah,
questions.
bro. It's done. You never went out. I'm gonna call the house and have them pack your stuff for you. How about them apples? Your stuff will be packed before we get on the plane.
Across the board.
Because he's just a liar. That's all he do.
Mr. Yarbrough, I thank you for clarifying it, because now my decision is clear also.
Mine too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I appreciate you. Ms. Pearson, that was the biggest waste of your time.
Yeah, he was too. Yeah, I don't get them 3 years back, but I'm finna enjoy the next.
Mr. Toler, Ms. Pearson, let me tell you something. Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Get you a grown man.
Yeah, this is my first and last
that's
rodeo.
not going to lie and cheat, and I would suspect stolen more than your heart for these last 3 years. Mr. Toler, wherever the white lady is with the disabled husband, I hope she's kicked you to the curb, because the last thing she needs is another burden. Bless her heart. This case is done.
I guess if I was to slap out of you right now, I'd be wrong, right? Right?
You don't have to.
You ain't nothing but a dirty ass dog, bro. That's all you is. You done wasted my time. Your will be outside when we get home, all right? Your will be outside.
Made in Georgia.
Lack of evidence is not the same thing as proof of innocence. This question of proof was a big issue for the couple who brought their dispute to divorce court today.
Divorce court is now in session.
Ms. Acosta and Mr. Oliver, you two have been together for 2 years. You have a child together. Ms. Acosta, you want out. You want to go because you can't get a ring, he won't marry you, and you want to dissolve your current cohabitation situation, which requires some economic issues. Mr. Oliver, you want to keep her, you just don't want to marry her. Is that accurate?
I mean, he kind of bent it a little bit.
You got bent it a little bit? Okay.
A little bit.
You straighten it out for me, Mr. Oliver. What is your position with respect to Ms. Acosta?
I don't think we're ready.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. Were you ready for that baby?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't ready.
It was a surprise.
It was.
It was a surprise.
Right.
Does that alter at all your desire or the effort you feel you need to put into maintaining a relationship with Ms. Acosta?
No.
Really? Ms. Acosta, why don't you tell me, what is it about Mr. Oliver that makes you want to get that ring?
I mean, from day one, that's what I expected to come out of our relationship.
When you say from day one, tell me a little bit about how you two got together.
Well, when we met, it was where I was working. He would come in and do business, cash checks with us, and then we did that for months until he asked me out on lunch, and then from there we just didn't separate. We've been together since. It's actually been 3 years.
3 years? Now, how long were you dating before you two moved in together?
We kind of fully moved in together when I was pregnant, when I got pregnant.
Okay, so do you think that the pregnancy was in part the reason why you actually began to cohabitate together, because you were having a baby?
No, he had been staying the night, almost every night before then. He
didn't just have all his stuff over.
Yeah.
And once you got pregnant, he brought his stuff over.
Yeah.
Ms. Acosta, you say once you got pregnant, he started cheating. Is that true?
Well, he had cheated before I got pregnant.
When was the first time you caught him cheating?
She ain't called me.
Yes, I did.
Hang on.
It was the first time. It was early on before the baby. I had found a girl in his phone that her number was saved. I had read all the messages, but he didn't cheat. So.
Okay, Mr. Oliver, do you admit that there was a conversation between you and another woman that was of an intimate nature?
It wasn't intimate.
It was intimate. It was very intimate.
Give me some examples of the things
it was
that were
a picture.
said.
He had asked her for a picture. She sent in, and he was like, "Oh, you're so sexy," like. And then she asked him for one. He sent her one. But it was a lot of.
Everybody had their clothes on in the pictures?
Yes.
Yeah, she did.
Okay, oh good.
Yeah. No, it was just it was mainly compliments to her that.
Just being nice, a little flirty, something that you really wouldn't have done in front of her, right? But it wasn't a full-on cheat, according to you.
It wasn't a full-on cheat.
Yeah.
He said.
Ms. Acosta, did you ever catch him on a full-on cheat?
No.
No.
I'm not talking to you.
I'm just here to help.
I don't need any help at all.
I'm just.
I'm not actually with somebody, no.
Yeah. So what kind of things does he do that you feel disrespects your relationship?
The second time was with his ex that we had already dealt with, and he had already changed his number. And then it was when I was 9 months pregnant, she came up again. And he had been talking to her for a whole year.
Now, when you say they were talking, were they just chit-chatting, they stayed friends, and there was no issues, or were there inappropriate innuendos?
Well, the day I found out, there was nothing before what I read. Everything was deleted. But the only thing that was in there for a month was voicemails. The one that that day, it was she said, "We were talking all day. Why don't you answer now?" And he had just got home. That's why.
Mr. Oliver, do you have anything to say about that? Is she telling me something?
Definitely not true.
He wasn't there.
What happened?
We were on a split, and I admitted to her that I did call my ex, and it was one of those things where we had been together for so long, then we were on the split, and it was kind of one of those things. Am I leaning back?
Someone was leaning back into somebody you knew, and it was comfortable,
am
and all
I really
of that.
going for it?
Gotcha.
So when I did that, it was like, no, I'm not leaning back. I'm going forward.
Who wants to tell me the soggy sandwich story?
I told her, it's things that like she gets on my case about, about a lot of things that I could be doing and just whatever to help the relationship. And I also okay, well, it go both ways. Like, I get up every day to go to work. Some days I be up at 4:30, 5 in the morning, and we have the newborn baby at home, and I'm like, you can get up and help me make my lunch in the morning. Like, you want me to come home and do these things after a long, hard day. Well, okay, little things. Okay, well, because I don't want you to make my sandwich the night before because it's going to be soggy. There's other things that you can do besides make my sandwich. You can get my water jug ready. You can get my snacks that I'm going to eat with my sandwich ready. You can get my chips ready. Like, there's other things that you can do besides get my sandwich. Like, and because I don't want you to make my sandwich the night before, I don't get no lunch. And I'm just saying there's other things you can do.
Do all the side dishes that don't get soggy.
Why not?
Why not? Now, I'm going to ask you this. It seems like a very small thing to ask.
Right, right.
Is that the tip of a bigger iceberg, or is that your big complaint? It's just an example. Like, it's things that you want me to just do and you want me to just come up with as a man in the relationship. I should just know to do this. I should just know to do that just by being in a relationship and as a man. And it's like, okay, well, there's two sides to that. As a female, it's things that you can just be doing. It's things that you can just be stepping up and doing also as a female. Let me help you with that concept.
Okay.
The weekend before that, I had found him on a dating site.
Now we're getting somewhere. We're off the soggy sandwich and we're on a dating site. That's something I can work with. Have you been living together for years but find that splitting up is as complicated as getting a divorce? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Mr. Oliver posited a very interesting theory about things as a man that you expect him to do while you're not doing things as a woman that he expects you to do. Am I right about that? Do you know what he's talking about?
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Explain it to me.
Well, he doesn't want a wife, so why should I do wife things for him? I just feel like he doesn't want...
Hang on. You didn't explain to... No one has explained to me what everyone seems to be defining as the female role and the male role. I need some examples. Break it down.
Well, because I cook, I clean the house, I take care of everything else. I feel like as a man, I mean, what he's saying he comes home and does, that's what he should do. I don't ask for anything.
Does she cook and clean and take care of the house and the kids and everything's pretty much copacetic in that area? Okay, what are the things that she's asking of you as a man that you don't feel you need to do?
I mean, I feel I need to do, what I need to do in the relationship. I mean, I'm not putting no limitations on,
Mr. Oliver, I like you, but you're killing me.
No.
Here's the deal. I'm trying to figure out what exactly is going wrong at your house.
All right.
And it seems to me that you believe that she's not doing some of the things that she ought to do as a woman, which keeps you from doing some of the things you ought to do as a man because it's not fair. Did I get that part right?
Yeah, you're pretty right there.
Okay, now, if you could just muster up the ability to give me one or two examples of what you mean by the things she needs to do as a woman and the things that she's asking you to do as a man that you don't feel you need to do until she does the things that she needs to do as a woman.
I guess that's where the problem, man. I guess that's why we're here. We need you to kind of help us explain to us so we both can see what, some of the things that goes on so we both can understand. Because evidently somebody's on the wrong track right here.
I feel I do as much as I can for where we're at. I feel that the extra sandwich and coffee, that's when you're married, your wife can do. If you want to...
Do you mean to tell me that you two people came in here and the only example of the discord that you can find is that sandwich?
No, that's it. No.
If somebody, and I love my husband, we've been together for 28 years, and I love him to death, but if someone said, list 5 things he does that annoys the crap out of you, bam, I'm off to the races. What I want to know is what the problem is other than the sandwich.
Well,
no patience. She has no patience with me. I mean, she puts me in the doghouse like I really walk on all 4 legs. And
Give me an example of a time that she put you in the doghouse.
And my services were volunteered to cook Saturday dinner.
Okay.
Which was fine. I didn't done this before. Fine. My services also were, I'm going fishing. I'm finna be the one to do the fishing thing. Okay, I'll do that too.
Okay.
So when the Saturday come, we get up and we go, the guys, we go fishing and go do our man fishing thing. So in the process of all of that, her family member wanted to rent a boat. But the day before, I always be messing up. I done brought the tent, and for some strange reason, I didn't check the tent, and we got up there and I didn't have no poles. And hey, things happen. So I was already kind of in the doghouse already. So,
did you get mad at him because he forgot the poles?
Yeah, because we had an argument about how I did not want to borrow a tent. I wanted to buy our own because we go fishing, we go camping every year. So why not invest in our own tent? He wanted to borrow one. The reason why I did not want to borrow one because I don't want to get to where we're at
and not
have poles.
Yeah, I got you.
And that's what happened. But he was already in the doghouse before that because the weekend before that I had found him on a dating site.
Now we're getting somewhere. We're off the soggy sandwich and we're on a dating site. That's something I can work with. What's standing in between her and that ring she wants so terribly?
Just to understand more, to
She don't understand you because I don't understand you because you don't know what you're talking about. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Now, Mr. Oliver, I think I figured this thing out. I'm going to get the examples from her, and I'm going to let you respond. You're a counterpuncher, but you can't lead.
Okay.
Because you can't think of the example. So you were upset about the dating site already. My understanding there are some other things that he has done that has put kept him in the doghouse? Please explain.
The other things that he's done?
Yeah.
I'm always doing something, Your Honor.
I mean, okay.
See, that's why I'm trying to get the...
I'm human.
Okay,
and
so
Mr. Oliver, please.
when we got to the camping, and I was mad about the polls, so the next day, the only day, we had the whole day to be there to do something between us. That day, he went fishing with my family. He did. And then right after, he went with his friend to the boat and then stayed with him fishing. We weren't everybody was volunteer. We were supposed to do dinner for everybody had their assigned meals. He was supposed to be there to help with that. And
At 5 o'clock, Judge.
No, he went fishing. He didn't come back from the
At
fishing
5
with his
o'clock.
friend. He didn't come back till way
Now,
after
you just
that.
started telling me a story about he was on a dating site, and now we're back to fish and boats.
Well, that's after. Which the dating site happened first.
Finish the story about the dating site.
Okay, so it popped up a notification, and I went through. I seen it. I went through it because I went through it, and I got his information from his email and went onto the website and put his name in and found his whole page. And
what were you doing on the dating site there, Mr. Oliver?
I wasn't doing nothing. She'll tell you, I wasn't no activity on there. She went on my phone, that's open, unlocked the emails that I haven't even unlocked. And she's seen some old messages that the website was...
No,
What?
he didn't
Mr.
log on
Oliver?
to anything. It was a match popped up in his email for him.
Oh, like we found your match.
Yes,
We found
yes,
your
exactly.
every day.
Right, and that's what he said. They send him every day. That's
They was
how
in-
I seen it.
she was opening
So
them
when
every
I
day.
opened it and got his screen name, his profile name.
Who opened them emails, me or you?
When I seen his profile
See?
name, I went
See?
on my phone to that website.
I got it. I got
yeah,
it.
and did that.
I got
And
it.
that's what
Once
I-
again,
Tell me about the poopy diaper,
So,
and we're
okay,
going to
so
move on.
we're asleep. It's the middle of the night. We're asleep, and he had already seen that the baby was pooped. I didn't know. I do what I always do. I'm breastfeeding, so I woke up, fed, put him right back to sleep. He was already up and out the room getting diaper and wipes. He comes back in and just goes off about how can I not smell that? How this and that. And then I step over the diaper to grab the baby, and he's. Can't you pick up the diaper? Do something, don't you? I mean, it was a lot more said, but it's,
I get the gist. I get the gist. Mr. Oliver, your version of that event.
I don't even remember that.
Let me ask you this: when you do get upset, are you loud and
I'm
vociferous?
loud here. I'm just
You
loud
are,
here.
yes,
I'm just
you
loud
are.
here. So, I mean, sometimes I might carry to a 10 voice without even knowing. Like, I don't, I'm talking.
What is your main complaint about Ms. Acosta? What's standing in between her and that ring she wants so terribly?
Just to understand more, to.
She don't understand you because I don't understand you because you don't know what you're talking about.
It's hard to explain.
In divorce court, people tell me the most intimate details of their lives. Join the conversation and share your experience on our Twitter page @Divorce Court and on our Facebook page. See how fans deal with their own relationships. The discussion can get heated. Don't miss it. Mr. Oliver, I enjoy you. I think you're a guy with a good sense of humor. I think you're a guy with a good sense of work ethic. I think you're a guy that wants to do the right thing. That's that. I think you're a very poor communicator. You want her to do things. You want her to give you things. You see deficiencies over there, but you're unable to articulate what they are. If you are unable to articulate what you need, you'll never get it because she won't know what it is. And there's nothing about having a lot of estrogen or oxytocin or whatever we got in our brains that make us know just by sheer hormones what a guy wants from us.
But y'all expect us to know?
No, you're both wrong in that case. I'm saying if you want something, ask for it and make a specific ask. Don't throw out, generally, I don't get what a man ought to get from a woman, because we don't know what that is.
And we don't know what y'all want.
And I'm telling you the
Y'all
same
are way
thing,
more
Ms. Acosta.
difficult.
Ms. Acosta, men are weird, women are odd. To the extent that this is true, men and women must explain themselves to one another. So don't say as a man he should. Don't tell him what, he ought to know. He don't know. You got to tell him.
You gotta help me.
Women used to say to me all the time, if he loved me, he would know that. And that is never, ever true. They don't have a clue.
Man, I'm so
They
glad you
don't
said that.
have a clue. I could probably figure it out faster than him, and I don't even know yet. But that's because we're both weird, and he's odd. Do you see what I'm saying? So what your problem is here is a failure to communicate. There's no petition that I can grant here other than my best wishes, my best hope, and quit saying as a man and as a woman. Just say as a person to person, this is what I need. Everybody understand what I'm saying? There will be no recovery in this matter. It is adjourned. All I was trying to tell Annabelle and Ronald is this. No matter how much in love you are, no matter how long you've been together, no matter how much you want your relationship to work, if you can't talk to one another, you won't be able to understand one another. Speak up, speak your mind, and quit fuss.
Miss Ferguson says her fiance can't stay away from random women or his exes. She suspects he's cheating, and the only thing that would change her mind is a lie detector test. Today on Divorce Court. All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Ferguson v. Jones.
Thank you very much, Ms. Ferguson and Mr. Jones. Welcome to Divorce Court. I'm glad to have you. I understand that you all have been together for 6 years. You've been engaged for 2 years. You've actually been living together for the past 5 years.
Yes.
And your 2 minor children live with you. Am I correct, Ms. Ferguson?
Yes, ma'am.
But you all have children outside of your relationship.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just want to make sure I got the facts straight. Ms. Ferguson, why are we here?
I'm here because my fiance, I feel like, is lying and cheating on me. And if he doesn't pass his lie detector test today, we're supposed to get married in December. It would not be a December wedding. I'm going to just be done with it completely.
Are you ready to walk away if the polygraph examination doesn't come back the way you expected to?
I'm going to just leave everything alone. No wedding, no nothing. I'm done.
Mr. Jones, you heard what Ms. Ferguson said. What do you say to your fiance's allegations?
I'm trying to keep my relationship going, Your Honor. I'm trying to marry her, Sierra, and trying to be with her for the rest of my life. And all of this going on, I'm ready to get to the bottom of it, too.
Okay, so you say the relationship can be salvaged, but let's get to the bottom of what these trust issues are.
Yes.
Okay, so let's take it back. Ms. Ferguson, take me back to how you all met, and then what changed to get us to a point that we're here in divorce court?
Well, we first met at a restaurant, and he was hanging with some friends. You know, it was laid back, and we had conversations. We talked a little bit, and then he asked me for my number. We exchanged numbers, and then after that, we started going on a few dates. So I was with somebody, for a few months. It was nothing serious. He was out of divorce for the past couple years, so once we did all that, it got more serious with us. We eventually got engaged. But it was good then.
So you actually dated for the first 2 years and then got engaged?
Yes.
And then how long have you been living together? 5 years?
Yes, we moved in together. But when we moved in together, after we moved in together, that's when stuff got kind of sideways.
Mr. Jones, what was your perception of the relationship? Was this something that you were looking to make long-term, or was this casual? What, give me the dynamic from your perspective.
I seen her, we met at the restaurant. I knew she was the right one, well, at least in my mind. But once we, like you say, once you move together, you don't know each other.
Right.
So when we moved together, she started not trusting me because I got a lawn service business. And, I meet males, I meet females.
Actually, and most times the women in the household are the ones that are kind of handling the household chores, meaning they coordinate with the different service providers. Let me because Ms. Ferguson is a plaintiff, and the way it works is I'd like to give her the opportunity to make an allegation, and then I will give you the opportunity to defend against it, okay? So let's start with, Ms. Ferguson, according to you, there were some red flags.
Yes, ma'am.
So I like to be, a little methodical as I analyze the case. Talk to me about the red flag.
The first flag came when we were actually on vacation. This was actually staying together. We was on vacation, and he got a text from a female.
Meaning you were away from your normal home?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We were away from our home. We're on vacation. He got a text from a girl randomly. So, and then he has his own lawn business, so he used to talk to people in front of me. Like, he used to have conversation with clients in front of me.
And because he has his own lawn business or any business, if someone refers you, you're gonna get a random text every now and again. Because I've actually, you're gonna laugh, I randomly texted my lawn person this morning. So I'm sure Mrs. Peters was not happy that I randomly texted her husband.
See, but the thing is, I understand business because I run my own business as well. But when you step outside, or step privately away and we start going outside to speak with certain clients, that's when it starts to get suspicious.
Oh no, when I text Jeff, it'd be like, yo, Jeff, can you get to the crib? Because we need to get this.
But we're on the phone having conversations and we step away. So when a client calls, he usually can speak in front of that client, okay, ma'am, I'll be at your yard at such and such time.
But it seemed more secretive this time.
But now these calls are coming frequently and you're stepping away and you're calling these numbers back.
So, Mr. Jones, do you know what Ms. Ferguson's talking about?
But the thing about it, I don't even be thinking at that time. When they call, I just answer. I don't be like
just like the girl. Okay, I have another situation.
No, but wait, I want Mr. Jones to understand. Ms. Ferguson says your behavior changed.
I don't understand how.
Under normal circumstances, because it's work, You just answer it,
right,
or you don't. That's what Ms. Ferguson is saying. Why did it change that you needed to now respond to texts and phone calls outside of her presence? That's where she's just drawn the distinction.
And then the client that when he went to the client's house and he said, "Oh, I'm gonna go cut this dog's yard," so he goes to say he's gonna go cut her grass. I'm on the phone with him. I don't hear any lawnmower or nothing cutting in the background. But all of a sudden, a girl gets in the background and she asks him, "What do you want to go eat?" And I'm like, "What do you want to go eat?" Why would a girl ask you what she want to go eat or what she want to go do if you're just cutting her grass? I'm not gonna ask my lawn man what he want to go eat or do.
No.
So then he gets on the phone and says, "I don't know who that is. I don't know why she even asked me that." Just denied the whole complete story.
Okay, now, Mr. Jones, that sounds a little gaslighty because if your fiance heard where we're gonna go eat, that sounds a little strange.
But the thing about it, I control what a client say.
Yeah,
she
right.
said that I was on the phone with her, but I mean, people like me. But that don't mean I went with her. I didn't told her I was engaged.
Somebody I knew previously that I went to school with. She was with some friends, and they called Kia, and Kia was on speakerphone. And they actually heard him. She was telling him how him and her had sex together, they got together and everything else.
So this is the whole high school situation, am I correct?
Yes.
How the heck long was that ago?
Yes. So
You're 39 years old.
No, but see.
So, but here's my problem. Why would
she wants me just to get it.
Why would the client even think that she had the ability to ask you about going out to eat? Because if she's your client, she should be asking you, how much is it going to cost for you to remove these leaves?
And then,
right. But my point is exactly, but I can't control what a client asks me.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, honestly.
I can address it. But
did you address it?
No.
Yes. I said I got a fiance. I'm happy to be married in December, and business is business.
No, you didn't.
We stick with the yard, and that's it.
No, you didn't.
But Ms. Ferguson, you don't believe that?
I don't believe it because...
Based on a couple of other things?
Yes, based on other situations, I don't believe it because...
Well, I know that there's some question on whether or not there is some continued involvement with an ex. Am I correct?
An ex actually text his phone. So he was like, I'm finna go ready to ride my motorcycle. Then all of a sudden, the ex texts his phone. I seen the text because, of course, I knew the code, so I went through the phone.
Of course.
And I seen the text, and she says, "Hey, I'm in town. Would you like to meet up?" All of a sudden, you finna go ride your bike. She's in town.
That would make me suspicious.
So he rides his bike, but I don't know if him and this girl went and met up with each other.
Yeah,
I don't know if they went and got with each other. I don't know if she was at the gas station
or he was just going to ride his bike. But because of the secretive text, that was enough to make your spidey senses go off.
Exactly.
Mr. Jones?
About it, Your Honor. Like I say, business. She comes on my job, coming on the job, talking to these people. Are you talking to them? Are you doing this?
But Mr. Jones, why is Ms. Ferguson having a lack of trust from you?
I don't know.
Because
I
of the
want
women?
the evidence. Show me the evidence.
Well,
see, there you go. Show him the evidence.
Okay, Mr. Jones, there's a reason for Ms. Ferguson not to trust you when you say that these are business texts and/or business calls. There's a reason. Something has happened that you have said or done that gives her a suspicion.
I wouldn't believe it if it was just me and my suspicions or something like that. But also, it was a time where somebody I knew previously that I went to school with, she was jealous of me, of course, but she was with some friends, and they called Kia, and Kia was on speakerphone. And they actually heard him. She was telling him how him and her had sex together, they got together and everything else.
So this is the whole high school situation, am I correct?
Yes.
How the heck long was that ago?
Yes, so
You're 39 years old.
But see, I'm 39 years old, but you know you have friends that you still deal with outside of school. So Nikki was my high school mate, but our friends still kind of communicated with each other. We still hung out with each other.
So are they suggesting that Mr. Jones has been hooking up with Nikki now?
They suggest that they got together recently. They had sex, and they said there, and she put him on speakerphone and listened to his voice, and she said that he was on the phone talking to her like him and her were dating.
You started out, let me first ask, Mr. Jones, did you have any intimate relationship with this Nikki girl?
I haven't even seen this girl in 5 years.
Okay, so now.
Oh, he definitely, please. But the fact that he also had an ex.
She paying
just to cut one person's grass an hour away, he was at this particular house a longevity time.
She came to the house, got out of the car, confronted us in the yard, lost that business.
You started out the conversation saying that Nikki used to be jealous of you.
Yes.
Well, hold on. What makes you think she's not still trying to mess with you?
Exactly.
Because Because the same fact that these other girls that were these other girls that are the people that I still deal with, communicate with, I know the other females as well.
But here's my question.
And they have the same story.
Under what set of circumstances do you pick a whole bunch of females over your man if you believe your man? I just want to know. I just want to know. Because
my man is giving me so much suspicion. Just not because I'm having clients, because he used to cut my grass. Okay? Before we stopped, got serious, he was cutting my yard.
So you're telling me cutting up the yard can be the forerunner for something else?
But the fact that he also had an ex that, you know, he was doing her yard and stuff. He was going to this house, this one particular yard, an hour and some away.
She paying
just to cut
for this.
one person's grass an hour away, but then he was at this particular house for a longevity time of couple, let's say more than an hour, more than the 2 yards. Her grass ain't but so big.
And then came to the house.
I pulled up.
Came to the house.
One moment.
Came to the house, got out the car, confronted us in the yard, lost that business.
But listen,
wait a minute, excuse me, Miss Ferguson.
that's not true.
Excuse me, Mr. Jones. When your fiance pulled up,
embarrassing.
Were you working at that house?
Yes.
No,
standing in the yard.
No, he
the
wasn't.
ladies pointing stuff
No, he
out
wasn't.
to tell me what to do.
Miss Ferguson, when you pulled up at that house, what were they doing?
Standing in the front yard, not on no lawn equipment. They was just sitting there having.
Excuse me, you came up to this man's job, messing with his money. Excuse me, excuse me.
Yes.
Exactly. You are rolling up at this man's job. His job is to be outside talking to the homeowner about what she wants to do with her house and her lawn, and you gonna mess with his money like that?
Okay. Keisha is his ex-girlfriend. Let's get that stated. Ex-girlfriend that he actually dated a relationship with. So when I pull up, you're not cutting Keisha grass. You and Keisha chilling on the porch and kickback. So, and then when I pull up, he jumps in his truck, hurriedly jumps in his car and pull off. And then I call him like, if that's the case, why you couldn't just stay there and say something? But the fact you jumped in your car and drove off in the sunset.
You look crazy.
Exactly.
But you want to catch
Exactly.
This is why you petition the court for a polygraph examination.
Yes.
I'd like to speak with the expert because the only thing that's going to stop this back and forth is to get to the truth.
Because I'm losing bid.
Okay?
And I'm losing time, so we both losing something.
Well, I'm wasting time. Corey, will you ask the expert to join us, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
I wonder what he's gonna say.
Good day, Your Honor.
Hello, Mr. Yarbrough. Welcome back to Divorce Court. Just so you all know, Mr. Yarbrough is a certified polygraph examiner from Guardian Polygraph Services. I've used his services here in Divorce Court a number of times. He has been an expert in this field for both public and private entities for several years, and based on his extensive experience, I find him qualified to give services to this court today. Mr. Yarbrough, I asked you to put several questions to the defendant who willingly submitted to a polygraph examination. Am I correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
The first question I asked you to put to Mr. Jones was, quote, since being with Ms. Ferguson, have you had any sexual contact with Ms. Ferguson's high school friend, Nikki?
That is correct, Your Honor.
What was Mr. Jones's answer?
He answered no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination revealed he was being truthful when he answered that question.
What? Really?
Really?
Really? You sure about that?
Excuse me.
Okay.
The second question. Mr. Yarbrough, we asked Mr. Jones, since being with Ms. Ferguson, have you had any sexual contact with your ex, Keisha?
That is correct.
And what was Mr. Jones's answer?
He answered no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph exam result indicated he was being truthful in his response.
Oh my God! Like, yeah, right.
Well, I want to know.
Like, I cannot believe it.
Excuse me. And there was a third question.
Wow.
Mr. Yarbrough, we asked Mr. Jones, since being with Ms. Ferguson, have you had sexual contact with anyone other than her?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Jones's answer?
He answered no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination result indicated he was being truthful to that question.
Yeah, you know what? Somehow.
Excuse me.
Somehow.
Excuse me.
Did something to pass that test.
Excuse me. You're in my house now, okay? And you will be respectful to this house.
Wow.
Thank you. Mr. Yarbrough, thank you so very much for your services. I appreciate
You're welcome.
it.
Wow.
This is the only thing that needs to come out of your mouth is I'm sorry. That's the only thing that needs to come out of your mouth. And if it doesn't come out of your mouth, I will tell your fiance that he needs to go back to Keisha. Because you run your mouth too much. You run your mouth too much.
You know,
you run your mouth too much. much. Sometimes you need to shut what they call the hell up and believe when a good man tells you what is going on.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Tell her to stay off my job.
And I will say I'm sorry. I apologize.
And
And
you
I should have
stay
just
off my
believed
job.
you. Yes, I will.
Okay, if your man does not get the benefit of the doubt from you, then that is not your man.
You're right.
Okay?
Right.
And trust and believe. Somebody will trust him.
Right.
And treat him with the level of respect he deserves. I rarely get the opportunity to say to another woman, you about to lose your man by running your mouth.
Well, I'm glad we still have our December wedding, so.
I don't know if you have it or not. Now it's up to him.
I hope so.
It's up to him to forgive you.
Right.
If she changed.
That's correct.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
you cannot roll up on his job.
Right.
You cannot cost this man money and clients.
Right.
And you need to start trusting him.
I will.
Unless and until he shows you that he is not the man that you said.
It's just the fact that I had suspicions, which no woman, any woman would have suspicions of certain things.
No.
Especially when it's dealing with exes, clients,
Let me tell you
and
something.
things of that nature.
I don't know those other women. I know my husband.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And Ms. Ferguson, I'm gonna tell you this. If you can't get in front of a room full of people and say that I got your back like that, then this is not your man.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
He has your back. You need to have his back. The truth is now out.
Right.
The case is over. But
Right.
Mr. Jones, choose wisely. Because if she can't trust you, you can't trust her.
Made in Georgia. Miss Casey says after 6 years of Mr. Williams' controlling and demanding ways, she's fed up. Now if he doesn't release his grip on her life, he will lose her forever. Today on Divorce Court. All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Casey v. Williams.
Thank you very much, Ms. Casey and Mr. Williams. Welcome to Divorce Court. Thank you very much for trusting us with your relationship. A relationship where you all have been together for 6 years. I know that, Ms. Casey, you have a child from a previous relationship, but you've been raising your child together. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Why are we in divorce court, Ms. Casey?
I'm here today, Your Honor, because I feel as though he's very controlling, but we're talking about marriage. So, I want to be clear on we shouldn't sit there and control what I wear, who I speak to, how I speak to somebody. And also when he sits there and he gets mad at me, I feel like he projects. So it seems like he's doing something, so I'm a little suspicious as well.
And something tells me that's not what you want.
Not at all.
You heard your fiancé, Mr. Williams. What do you say?
Your Honor, I love Nalea. We've been together for 6 years now. Here today just to show that I'm committed and trying to get married and I'm not cheating on her or dishonest in any way.
So I'm glad to hear that. That starts us out on a really great position. However, the controlling is something that concerns me when young people are about to step into marriage. So let's see if we have something to build on. Okay? Let's start, Ms. Casey. Take me back to how you all met, because you are extremely young to be talking about marriage. You are 23 years old. Mr. Williams is 25 years old.
Yes.
Clearly, you both could be my children. So convince Judge Starr, Auntie Starr, Mama.
We met in high school, actually. We weren't, in a relationship in high school, but after graduation, around 2019, we ended up talking when I moved into his house because a situation that I had with my family. So I no longer was able to stay there, and him and his father welcomed me in. And as the months and weeks started going of me being there, we got serious.
So then, Mr. Williams, y'all started out as friends, and then it grew into something more?
Yes, we was in high school. We was friends at first, and it gradually grew, and especially, like she said, when she came to live with me and my father.
So friends turned into friends with benefits, and that turned into a relationship.
Yeah.
Now at least I see where it comes from. And once you all decided you're gonna make this official. You got engaged?
Yeah.
And you're thinking about marriage?
Yes.
But your red flag is you think that there's some cruelty
Yes.
that you've been experiencing.
Controlling, not believing anything that I say.
Why don't you give me an example? Because I'd like Mr. Williams to be able to address what your concerns are. Tell me what you're talking about.
Okay, so for example, with the controlling, I know there was a situation where one day I got up and I was letting him know that, I was going to work, I was getting ready to go to work, and we were on FaceTime.
But that's normal. People do wake up in the morning and go to work.
Yeah, but, I just want to let him know because sometimes he doesn't believe where I'm at.
Okay.
So,
Mr. Williams, why you need her to FaceTime you on the way to work?
Your Honor,
Don't you have something to do?
Yeah, not necessarily FaceTime me, but just, let me know, where you are heading and if you're okay, if you're fine.
Doesn't she go to work every day?
Yes, but still, you want to make sure your significant other is okay. Even
Okay,
though,
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. But that has turned into something more, right?
yes, because my phone went off and he, automatically, who's calling your phone? Who's texting you? I'm like, nobody's texting me. Nobody's calling me. I promise you, it's just an email. I then sent him screenshots of my call log so he could see that I didn't have a missed call, nothing. He still didn't believe me. And he hung up on me and we didn't talk for a couple of hours of the day. And later on, he texted me. He was like, yo, what's up?
That's controlling and manipulative. So, Mr. Williams, explain yourself.
Your Honor, I don't necessarily feel like it be that way. Most of the time, she tells me, my phone was on Do Not Disturb. Or,
Okay, my phone right now is on Do Not Disturb. Guess why? Because I'm working.
And that's understandable, but it will be, understandable in that sense if it wasn't vice versa. Like, she would hit me with when she texts me when I'm at work, are you okay, whoopie, whoopie, whoop, and I don't respond, and then, becomes a problem. So
I do not understand.
But that's like,
do you work at the strip club or one of y'all? Because why are y'all so concerned what everybody is doing while you're at work?
I just, like he said, I'll be like, are you okay? I don't be like, are you there? Where are you doing? Where you at?
But why wouldn't he be okay? What kind of work
because
does he do?
He doesn't text me back sometimes. So sometimes I don't even know that he made it into work. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Corey.
Okay. All right. Okay.
We need to do all of that?
No, this is silly.
I'm trying to figure out. Members of the jury, any of you married, do y'all need to do all of that? Okay, we are older, every one of us, in this room than you. Take it from your aunties and your uncles all sitting around here. You don't need to do all of that. You don't need to do all of that. No. I'm looking at one of my jurors, my male jurors in the back. He going, oh, no. No, sweetheart, you don't need to do all of that when you are with somebody. You don't need to, if that's the right person.
We also went to the mall one day. I showed him the dress that I was going to wear because it was very hot outside.
Oh, you a nice lady.
The dress came to right here. Well, Robert let me know that the cashier was looking at me.
It's a respect thing. Like, if the dress is too short, it's showing too much. Like,
too much ankle?
It's also another thing where, I went one day, I walked to the corner store and we weren't on FaceTime, but we were on regular cell phones. So he's hooked up to my headphones and he can hear the dialogue that's going on between me and anybody else.
You walk into the corner store?
Yes.
Okay, I'm listening.
Walk into the corner store. And then I get there, I purchased what I went there for, and then I told the cashier, thank you. The cashier was a male. So as soon
the
as
person who helped you in a public place,
at his
you
job,
thanked.
Yes. I said thank you.
For doing their job.
Yep. Having
like a polite individual does. Okay,
Yep.
and what happened?
And then I walked out and then I hear him in my ear, Robert, and he's like, yeah, why are you saying thank you to people? You're not supposed to say thank you to males.
I'm gonna hear Mr. Williams. I'm gonna hear Mr. Williams' rationale.
Your Honor, I don't, necessarily I don't feel like it's anything wrong with that, especially in the sense of when in those situations it'd be like flirtatious from other people and
So you think somebody else might cross the line with her?
But it does be that way sometimes, like
because you chose a beautiful, smart woman.
Understandable, but
okay, you did not pick a troll.
I understand.
You did not pick a troll, okay?
I understand.
You picked a beautiful, smart woman. So more than likely, somebody is gonna notice that she's a beautiful, smart woman. But that beautiful, smart woman has shown you that she's your beautiful, smart woman. Has she given you an indication that she's untrustworthy?
In that sense, not at all. But when it comes, like I said, if somebody is being flirtatious, don't entertain it.
But you should have the confidence as a man to know that my fabulous woman is about to roll back from the corner store with the Cheetos and I'm gonna be right. That's what you should be thinking. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
I understand that corner store is not the only incident.
No, we also went to the mall one day and...
You said we?
Yes, me and Robert.
Okay.
We went to the mall, and before we went to the mall, I showed him the dress that I was gonna wear because it was very hot outside. And he agreed that it was okay, you know. And the dress...
Oh, you a nice lady.
The dress came to right here, bottom, and top, it was a tube dress. And we got there to the mall, and we went to the store. I seen a little skirt that I liked. I showed him. He was like, no, you're not getting that, not at all. It's too short, I'm not rocking with it. It's like, okay. I just ended up getting a hoodie and some pants. We're walking out, and then he let me know that, well, Robert let me know that the cashier was looking at me, I guess, in a flirtatious way. And he then forgets that he said, yes, the dress is okay, so now it's a problem that I'm wearing a dress. You're not supposed to be sitting there wearing that dress out because guys are gonna sit here and look at you like that. It's disrespectful. But I didn't tell the guy to, you know, look at me like that, and I already discussed with him that I was gonna wear the dress because it was hot.
I'm listening, because, Mr. Williams, I don't even get that.
Your Honor, I feel like, you know, it's a respect thing. Like, if the dress is too short, you should
She said the dress was a maxi dress. It was down to her ankle.
Understandable, but it's showing too much. Like, I don't like that type of stuff.
Huh?
Like the cleavage.
Too much ankle?
Nah, like too much. And then like even with like the skirt, like, nah, we not, no.
Mr. Williams, she's beautiful. She's going to look beautiful.
And I'm not a child, so I'm allowed to, you know, wear what I want to wear. But I do try to, you know, be respectful of his boundaries and his concerns, but it gets to a point.
Mr. Williams, I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you smart and fabulous, you can wear anything. And if somebody wants to hit on you, they're gonna hit on you. But it's this young lady's character that makes her not hittable. Miss Casey, is that what happens in your life?
I mean, I don't pay attention to it because I'm with Robert. That's what I focus on. I'm not focusing on anybody else. We were discussing about him coming to Philadelphia while he was in North Carolina. I'm like, okay, you know, you come back down here and I'll pay for your ticket. Spent $200 on a ticket. So when the day comes for him to get on the train, he's MIA.
She's forgetting to point out the fact that we was having troubles at the moment. And yes, I did start to ignore her.
What is even happening with the two of you?
Also, there was a time when I was at work and he didn't believe me at all. So I had to sit there and send him pictures and FaceTime him. I'm on the phone with him. He can hear dishes clicking and clanking. I was a server. And you could hear the co-workers in the background.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you worked in my restaurant and you were on the phone with your miscellaneous boyfriend, you wouldn't be working at my restaurant. Because I don't pay you to be on the phone with your boyfriend.
But that's why I kept my phone on Do Not Disturb. So, you know, when he's sitting here blowing up my phone, it's not flashing in the customer's faces, but he doesn't believe that.
Correct.
You know.
So I now know that there is something going on. Because you have some examples of his suspicious behavior, if I'm not mistaken. What happened with this whole train ticket situation?
Okay, so we were discussing about him coming to Philadelphia while he was in North Carolina. I'm like, okay, you know, you can come back down here and I'll pay for your ticket. Spent $200 on a ticket. So when the day comes for him to get on the train, he's MIA. No responding back to my text messages, no answering my phone calls. I'm trying to contact family members, see if, you know, he's there, if he's okay, if he's coming, nothing at all. And at this point, it's just like you missed your train, so I'm not about to keep blowing up your phone. And then later on in the day, I'm like, okay, hello, hello, and he texts me back, he's like, yo. My fault, I was with my uncle.
Your Honor, I feel like, you know, she's forgetting to point out the fact that we was having troubles at the moment. And yes, I did start to ignore her. But I was just trying to like avoid arguing.
What is even happening with the two of you? Why is all this ignoring, going silent, ghosting folk? Why do you do that? I don't understand.
I
What
feel
are you
like
trying
it's
to
a
prove?
punishment that he be trying to get
It does
to.
sound like punishment. What's going on? Miss Williams, what is going on? You claim that you love Miss Casey.
I don't think it's necessarily punishment. It just be like, you know, frustration, and I don't want to sit there and say the wrong things or sit there and say something that I possibly will regret to know later, and then it really
But
does.
your behavior is something that is wrong. Your behavior is something that you should regret. Now I understand why Miss Casey petitioned the court for a polygraph examination. And I contacted my polygraph examiner as usual, and Mr. Williams refused the polygraph. So you need to explain to me why I wasted my money and my time.
I just feel like I don't need to take it, you know? I feel like I'm, like I said, honest to Nalea in any aspect. So I don't think it's really necessary.
Well, see, I don't know if it's necessary. I know I wouldn't need to ask my husband to take a polygraph examination because I trust my husband and there's been no suspicious behavior. Corey, would you need to ask your wife to take a polygraph examination?
Absolutely not.
You see how he said that? He said that with his whole chest. Absolutely not. But then again, everything Corey says, he says with his whole chest. Absolutely not. You know, that's him. So here's my question. If Miss Casey thinks that something is going on and she has reason to believe, that's why she asked you to take a polygraph. Am I correct?
Correct.
And for me, a person who has nothing to hide does not run from the truth.
Exactly. That's what I said. If you're not hiding nothing, you're going to just take it because you wouldn't be afraid of what pops up.
Yeah, that's because, Mr. Williams, you ran from the truth. And that, sir, is an answer in and of itself. But now it comes down to you. Is this what you want as your future?
No, I feel like it's giving like bully, control, not honest, like not trustworthy, especially the fact that I'm not taking the test because I feel like we can sit here and talk about it amongst ourselves.
Then you didn't need to come to me. Miss Casey, this is going to be your life. If this is what you want, then I will tell you to go with God. But I'm going to tell you from the heart, it's not what I want. And Mr. Williams, you have not shown me 1 ounce of interest in changing to become the kind of man that is not controlling and is not bullying. So how do you say that you are fighting for your relationship? Because I don't see you fighting.
I feel like I am. You know, I try everything I can do to my best ability.
No, you don't. You don't. You don't make any effort to compromise. You are not being reasonable with this young woman. This young woman has taken herself out of the equation and does everything to please you. This is silly. I mean, sincerely, this is silly.
I agree.
If I were you, I'd walk away. That's me. I'm telling you right now, it is brave to love, but it is even braver to love yourself first. How brave are you?
I'm brave enough to love myself first.
I don't know where you're going to end up tomorrow, but I know today, my advice is that you walk out. Make him earn you back.
I agree.
Are you ready to walk out?
Yeah.
Corey, will you escort the plaintiff out?
Yes, Your Honor. Ma'am, you want to come this way?
Ms. Williams, I'm going to tell you right now, best thing ever happened to you, walked out of that door right now. You're blowing this. And your refusal to take the polygraph, your refusal to make a real change, means you blew it. If you say she's your person, you better act like a better person. This case is done.
Made in Georgia.
এই হৃদয়ে কত ছবি এঁকেছি শুধু তোমারই নেশায় এই হৃদয়ে কত স্বপ্ন বুনেছি শুধু তোমারই আশায় কেন জানি মনের কোণে এক ভিনদেশি প্রেম ছোঁয়া এই পথটা ধরে যদি এক পা দুপা করে হাঁটতে থাকি সারা জীবন তোমার হাত ধরে জীবনের ত্রিসীমানায় যত সুখ আছে এক নিমিষেই ঝরে যাবে দূরে হারালে রাত্রি শেষে ভোরে যখন সূর্যের আলো হাসে মনে মনে পরান্তরে ততই ভালোবাসে চাঁদের আলো আঁধার কালো লাগে বড়ই ভালো মনে মনে বন্ধু মোরে বাসিস মোরে ভালো কেন জানি মনে কোণে এক ভিনদেশি প্রেম ছোঁয়া এই পথটা ধরে যদি এক পা দু পা করে হাঁটতে থাকি সারা জীবন তোমার হাত ধরে জীবনের ত্রিসীমানায় যত সুখ আছে এক নিমিষেই ঝরে যাবে দূরে হারালে कालू का भालू नचा